Time I was mildly threatened for $40 in a Qdoba parking lot.
Oh, oh, mildly threatened.
Someone, wait, someone paid someone to threaten you $40?
No. So
Or
it's
someone,
a
oh
weird
wait,
story.
someone
I'm
tried
sure
to
we
like
probably
steal
better
your
start,
money.
but essentially, I felt like this dude that was parked next to me was gonna possibly shoot me if I didn't give him money, but I didn't see a gun at any time, and I wasn't like able to do anything, so I'm just like listening to his life story, which ended up him needing $40 for gas, quote unquote. I'm like, yeah, sure, you and your bloodshot eyes, I'm sure really need $40 for gas.
You never know.
And I thought, well, 40
Is that what
bucks
they call
is,
it these
is
days?
a little bit is worth less than me having to go to the hospital today.
Yes. Yeah.
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 Especially because it was the finale for our campaign on my Tuesday night stream group, so it was super inconvenient.
You were very motivated to make it.
It's like, yeah, $40 is worth me
The
getting out of
story,
this.
a couple of them really love me when I retell it, but it's like, yeah, it would have just been a whole inconvenient for everybody else. I did it for them, really.
My life is one thing, but don't make me miss my D&D game.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
How dare you? All right, so I think we're all here. Oh wait, I only see 5 of you in Discord. Are we missing? Who are we missing?
Rune. Oh, I lied.
Oh, Rune's here.
It's here.
Adeline.
Adeline.
She's here.
She's
Oh,
here.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone's
you know
here.
what? I forgot to hit the last button.
Did you join the wrong the wrong Roll20? Oh, there you are. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So it is Thursday. Whispers of the Shadowlord, session 63. 63rd of fall. Interesting coincidence. 1:30 p.m. I think Uslog is up for scribing. If that's okay with Uslog.
I'm on it.
All right, Rune, you're on deck for next week, and Adeline was the previous scribe. Oh, and I don't think we have a leader anymore, because it was Quince, but when she stepped out, no one really filled the void. Does anyone want to volunteer for leadership?
Should we let the dust settle and see how characters? Do we have to decide right away?
I guess we don't have to.
Like
It
that
just...
idea.
It is out of character anyway.
Yeah, it's not a character role. It's just to make like basically when I ask what the group's doing, it's so we don't just all sit there silently waiting for someone else to answer. That's mostly
This
what the
should
leader
also
does.
be. This should also
But
be
I'm
brought
just
up. But who
thinking-
wants to take over the treasury when I'm gone?
Oh no!
Oh,
Quartermaster.
I'll do
Alright.
the trick. Do it.
All right, I'll put you in parentheses for now. So that is not Zalia, that's Adeline. Alright, I mean, I guess we could figure out leader later, it's not a big deal. But if you all stare at me blankly when I ask what the group's doing, that's it. I'd be very upset. Alright, so Adeline, why don't you give us a quick recap?
Yeah.
While I drink my Diet Coke.
So we began in Shadowkai Keep. We had come here to as family and got captured. I think we began captured. Quint showed up and she brought us some amulets. That we needed done right away, and then she gave us the means to free ourselves from the cell we were in, and she took off to take care of something. I think it was with Uslok's family, and she let us know that she had let the Night Walker or Night Stalker?
I think it was Night Walker.
Night Walker into the keep. So we emerged to find a bit of chaos happening. There were vampires suddenly around. We defeated some of them. We rescued Chomsky's companion, Carl, and we began to search for things in Uslog's family. And also, Marin thinks that there's a possibility that Rot and Neil two NPCs, those who don't know, might be here. Keep an eye open for them as well. We found a room that was protected with runes, which seemed to indicate that it's important, but all they're trying to some components, which Lou protested are very expensive, but we think were rather a lame thing to have to put a rune on. And
Very
then
expensive.
we did look out the window, and everything was here by corpses. We didn't see the doctor. We stumbled into a rune that sapped some of Rune's life. And then we encountered a new person who introduced himself as Remy. He seemed quite confused and a little bit beaten up, and he joined us. He happened to be holding a holy symbol for me. Zara showed up and warned Braz that the night was on the floor below us, but Remy also let us know that the floor below us was most likely where our stuff was being kept, so we just had to go down there. We headed that way. Shara noticed the runes that tapped Rune's life, suggested she could study them and perhaps put them to some sort of use, so we asked her to do that and proceeded upstairs. We almost immediately ran into a bunch of wraiths, and we were able to fear them away. And we moved on to the south, where we found a closed door where some Shadow Kai foot soldiers were hiding, terrified from the Night Stalker. Remy cast some sort of subtle spell on them, turn his companions, and then when they decided not to come with us because they were not similar against the miasma that was turning into undead, we did find our non-magic items in the room. And did that include, because I wasn't clear, did that include our bag of holding or no? Is that with our magical items?
There were just the normal items there. There weren't any magical items.
Yeah.
Alright. And yeah, I think that's where we left off.
Alright. Very good. I think your voice is cutting out a little there.
Probably just
Adeline.
too far from the mic.
Okay, because it cut out a couple times, but all right. So, yeah, make sure everyone's character picture is correct, and we will return to the scene of the dungeon. So yeah, the three Shadow Kai are staying in the room, fearful of the miasma that still floods this place. And what about the rest of you? What is the group doing?
Just stop and put my breastplate on and take a minute.
Alright, so yeah, actually, I think some of you did get armors and weapons back, so you could take a moment to put those on. I think it's like
I got my
5
components
minutes.
back.
Yeah.
I can do more stuff now.
I'm sorry. I hate it when I lose my temper. You and that guy have history? They were cutting into my flesh, but an hour ago? Ooh.
But those particular soldiers were doing that.
I believe that's what I was told last time, right?
No. Those were not... None of those people were the torturers. Those were just agents of the enemy. They were just soldiers, basically.
Yes.
What was it you did to them?
Just a confusion effect. I didn't do any damage to them. they're the ones who decided to react that way.
I'd like to insight check that.
And I will gladly. Well, that's actually true.
I
So
mean, it's
That's
part of
not
it
true.
is
it's deceitful. It's still a deception, even though like
okay.
if you don't necessarily say a lie, like lies can be done by
What?
withholding and yeah.
Can't hide much from Adeline.
Eileen is pretty
I
insightful.
am going to use my reaction burn, realizing that she is starting to disbelieve me. I will use my reaction burn 1 sorcery point and use silvery barbs against her, which will require her to re-roll.
So you will be casting a spell there, right? So that will be obvious that you're
Uh,
doing something,
no,
unless you're
no, no,
doing some
no,
kind of subtle.
well, I'm burning 1 sorcery point, so when I cast it off of,
Oh, you're doing the
uh,
subtle thing.
yeah, it's subtle, no material, no somatic, and no verbal.
All right. So, yeah, it seems.
I mean, that's 24, but
With 16. Oh, with the
passive.
yeah, with passive. So yeah, it seems like he could be telling the truth. You don't sense too much deceit coming from him.
I'm just trying to remember what all he said last time. I thought he.
I believe he. Well, I mean, he could probably tell you. I don't remember exactly.
Sure. Um, Sorry, and I don't mean to make a habit, and I wouldn't cast like a damage casting spell like on a party member, but I feel like this is like kind of a make or break moment for Remy, and this is a new group, and he needs them to trust him. So what he said last time was that um, well, besides the waving down and then maybe casting fireball, but he didn't really say that. That was kind of like, out of character. But he said that he caused a distraction, and now was our time, like, to go in if we were going to do anything.
Yeah, so it
Okay.
seemed like he was maybe hinting that we should, or that the group should take down these soldiers who could be possible enemies. But it
Right.
seemed
But
like
he
the
did.
group. Or go ahead.
I mean, what did happen out loud was him trying to convince them to walk into the miasma. So
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, he was kind of telling them it's fine, but they were still kind of iffy and decided to stay in there
okay, thanks.
because they were kind of freaked out that their guy went nuts and tried to kill them. Luckily, they didn't seem to connect the dots that the group arriving just as their guy went crazy had anything to do with it, because they didn't roll well enough to be
Well, we shouldn't
suspicious.
tarry here. We should probably get looking for the rest of our things and use Locke's family.
Yeah, Uslag would kind of, if we're moving away, like Uslag would kind of like kind of sidle up to Remy a little bit as we walk and say, I don't blame you for wanting revenge. I know how that is, but we're a pack, so we do things as a pack. Just run it by us next time. We'll try to help
Um,
out.
Thank you for including me. I lost my temper, and I will do my best not to do it again. I'm sorry.
Let's get out of here.
All right, so where's the group going?
We were gonna check out these doors, I think.
Did someone leave their torch here?
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
There we go. All right, so you go up to the doors. You would hear a strange shimmering noise coming from the other side. You would all hear it as you get close to the door. It's pretty obvious.
It's mechanical.
Anybody know what it is?
It sounds more magical than mechanical.
Brian, do you have any idea what that might be?
Can I make an Arcana check?
Can I give Green some guidance before his Arcana check?
Yes.
Oh,
Go ahead
God.
and so as you're thinking about it, one of you kind of or who was it that's casting guidance?
Rune.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no, cast or Chomsky cast guidance on Rune.
you
A
touch
total
Rune
of
is
15.
thinking. So 15. You would guess it. It sounds like how would I describe it? It sounds kind of like a magical, just like magical powers of some kind, like maybe like a force energy or arcane energy of some kind.
I'll explain that to the group.
Do you
So be
think?
careful while opening the door.
All right. Perhaps we should move away.
Carl's really good at opening doors. Maybe we should change his name to Door Opener.
Yeah.
Oh, Ayla's going to the wall again.
Don't even. I almost did. Should have got caught there. I don't know why I didn't, but
Uh, can I investigate, make sure the door doesn't have any traps before Carl opens it?
What's your perception?
Ooh. My perception's 11.
Yeah, door looks fine. You can make a
But
perception roll if you want.
I mean, if it looks fine, I'm not proficient in perception, so that is okay. I'll just stand back here behind Carl.
All right, so Carl opens the door. It opens actually towards Carl, and in the hallway there, you see Xeris. He turns towards Carl and
Uh,
goes, "What is that?" He points his hand as if he's about to cast Eldritch Blast at Carl. But then
I'm
he kind of notices
okay.
Noam Chomsky and lowers his hand, and he says, "Is this yours?"
I'm gonna run up and say, "Hey, yeah, this is Carl. He's my little helper friend. He's a cool guy."
Darren, I hear.
Ah, Uslag, someone I recognize. I'm glad to
that's
see.
ours.
Go ahead.
Nothing. I was just saying. That's ours.
I'm glad to see that you are all well. I don't think I've met this one. And he looks to Noam Chomsky, and he says, but he is wearing one of the amulets, so I assumed he might be with you.
Uslag was right behind him anyway.
I
He
was hiding
says,
behind
I'll
the door.
introduce myself as Noam Chomsky, a wanderer from travel or from lands afar.
well, Noam Chomsky, you picked a interesting time to visit this place.
I heard there
Yes.
are some cool rocks down here.
Says, well, I was hoping I'd find you all. I wanted to speak with you quickly.
Have
I
you seen Quince? Have you seen?
Yes, Quince is well. I am well, and your family is well. But I have actually some good news and bad news. The good news is I have managed to trap the Nightwalker, and I believe that it is contained for now.
Uslag laughs is like, I've got to hear that story.
He says, but the bad news is it is trapped within the second level of the fort, exactly where you are.
That's where we need to go.
He says, well,
That's where we are.
that's where you are now. You're at the second level of the fort.
Are you
And
not here?
he says, no, I was using some illusory magic and scrying to make myself present here. He says, but
You know where our items are and where Uslag's family is.
Uslag's family is sealed within the basement with us. Quince is currently Quince and I are currently working on a solution for the miasma. First, we needed to isolate the Nightwalker, but we haven't found a way to completely get rid of it yet. So for now, we just trapped it.
Lou, are we upstairs? When I heard second level, I guess I thought the whole time we were in the basement.
No, you're upstairs. You started on the third level of the fort, and you went downstairs to the second level.
Okay, got it. So they're 2 levels down from us?
Yes, they're in the basement area, which would be 2 levels down, because there's the bottom floor and the basement. And if there's more
Yeah.
floors, you wouldn't know. But you
I
think
don't
there's
know,
3.
like European or something. Okay.
Yeah. He says, so for now, I would say you just have to stay alive up there. So be cautious while we look for answers. Maybe look around and find some resources in a safe place to stay.
Do you
But
know where they're keeping our items?
he shakes his head. He says, no, I apologize. I don't know where Relic took your things. I was hoping they would be somewhere on the second floor with you, as that's where a lot of the armaments are stored. If you look
We thought
around,
maybe in his office, but we're not quite sure where it is.
yeah, I'm not quite sure either. The first floor is still a mess, so we sealed ourselves down below for now while we look into this. If I figure more out, I can let you all know. But for now, that's what we have.
Thank you, Zeris.
He nods. He says, yes, you too. And suddenly the shadows coalesce and he vanishes.
So, Zeris.
It seems like he's getting, well, if that was illusion, then it wouldn't really mean anything, but it seems like he's getting more proficient with his shadow magic.
Wait, did we just not ask him where on the second floor he is?
He said he was in the basement.
Oh, the Night Walker?
Oh, the Nightwalker? No, you didn't ask him where it was. He just said he had
he said it was on the second.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
So he might not even know. He just said it was trapped up there somewhere. But yeah, no, he didn't mention it. So what does the group want to do? You are standing in a large hallway, 15 foot wide. It seems to be some kind of main hall leading north. There's a door here to your east, and the hallway also goes south, which would lead to another door, which actually should be closed. Why is that open? Let me close that real quick.
I'd like to listen to this door that Zeris just.
So this door?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check. You would hear some sort of humming coming from the room beyond.
Similar humming to what we just heard?
That was more crackling of energy. This is more of a humming. Could be more. It could be more arcane. It could be something mechanical. It's hard to say.
Chomsky, could you listen and see if you can figure that out? You seem rather.
That sounds like a great idea.
So you don't hear anything now. Give me a perception if you're trying to listen closer. You listen, but you don't hear anything, so it's hard to say.
Could I take this moment while we're standing here to just use a bonus action and convert a spell slot into sorcery points?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks.
So you would see Remy sort of channeling magical energy for a moment.
Forgive me, I'm just preparing for whatever might be beyond that door.
Well, I suppose
Are we going through this door? We want to look at the other few doors.
Yeah, I'll go listen to the door at the north too.
Alright, so up north, you would hear sounds like a fire burning. And you would also hear footsteps, as if something is walking around in there. As you approach the door, they stop.
Oh, shenanigans. 5-foot step.
What do you want to do?
I'm sorry. The footsteps are coming from north.
Yeah, somewhere in the room above you. You hear
Oh.
footsteps.
Oh, so above us.
Yes,
No,
behind the
not on the
closed door.
floor above. Okay, so I'll raise a hand, like point in there, try to get everyone's attention without speaking,
All right.
and then I'll back up.
Are
And
you trying to be stealthy, or are you just backing up?
Yeah, I'm
Give me-
trying to be.
Give me a stealth check.
And I'll
all
whisper
right.
that I hear something in there. Someone in there.
All right.
Did it sound like pitter patter of little feet, like goblin feet or something, or did it sound like big stompy nightwalker feet?
No, it more sounded like probably maybe armored feet, maybe some bare feet. Kind of like a combination.
What do you guys think? You think we should talk to them, see what's in there, or you think it's just like the other door with the little evil elf guys back there?
Yeah, is the miasma going into the door or hovering around the outside?
It looks like it's flowing through. Doesn't look like it's stopped.
If the miasma is going through, then it's likely whatever's in there might be affected.
Forgive me, did you say that there were vampires in here earlier?
That's what the miasma does. Miasma.
Oh, whoops.
Yep.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. All right. I will. I can, um, I, I can try and detect what's beyond that door. Um, if it's evil, it will show itself to me.
Well,
Good
would you
plan.
have to open the door to do it?
No. It's blocked by a foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. So it depends on what the door is made of.
I think brass can do something similar to that, but I mean, maybe it's a good idea, but it won't answer the question of whether our things are in there. So I don't know. I feel like
No, it
opening
won't.
the door with something behind it that we know is there might be a better thing to do than
Save some resources. Yeah.
I don't know. Should we open the door that we know that near Tomsky, or the one to the south? We should do it quickly though.
Let's open
Agreed.
one.
We should just go in here.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it.
Did you say like the miasma is like coming out from the door? It's
Let's go flowing back and forth freely, unlike with the other one.
it's not like coming
outside.
like
I have an idea. I'll step forward and then I will use Silent Image, which I can cast on at will, 15 by 15 foot, and all of us that are in here, I'll just make it look like it's just dark. There's just darkness, like and a little bit of mist at the bottom to just like simulate because there's no. I don't think there's any light around us, right?
No, there isn't. So it would just look like a dark hallway. So you just trying
I
to.
also, yeah, I also don't have dark vision, so I
I've got
need to
light
correct
on
that.
me.
You have what?
I have light on my shield because I don't have dark vision, and neither does Uslog.
yeah, I've got a torch.
I guess then I won't affect any of the light that goes outside of the 15-foot cube, so never mind. Sorry.
It could be like a just an opaque black wall that's like between us and wherever you want to.
Sure, yeah, all right, I'll 15 feet up from us, like just like right there, I'll just wall it off like it's just stone while we are making our way through here.
Yeah, I don't know
All
if
right,
yeah,
so
light past.
you chant casting which spell?
So it's called it's Silent Image, but I use my Eldritch Invocation, and I will link Silent Image as well.
Yeah, that's one you can do for free, right?
Correct.
All right. So, that's weird. Try that again. That's not what I want. So a wall appears seemingly from nowhere, blocking off the north area. No one can see through it but Remy, I think.
I know you guys do steel.
And how long does it? That's a concentration, right? Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Up.
All right. So yeah, it looks like there is a solid wall there, matching the walls of the rest of this place.
That should buy us some time. I'll let you know if I see anything, but I'm gonna have to be near someone with light.
Are you able to open the door, Shamsky?
This door over to the right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try to open the door.
All right. So you turn the handle, and the door opens inward,
Woohoo.
revealing a room.
Hey guys, there's a room over here.
You see a couple of things in here. There are several tapestries depicting coats of arms that you're probably not familiar with. Several chairs, a table. There's also a stairwell going down that seems to be blocked off by some kind of strange, opaque, maybe force wall of some kind. Or at least that's what it looks like. Other than
In we
that,
go.
yeah, other than that, there is a door to the south that's currently closed. Well, it should be closed, but it's not for some reason. Hang on. Left all these doors open. There, now it's closed.
So there's a door here.
Yeah, there's a door to the south that is closed.
Can I
Uh,
cast light on my shield?
Yeah.
It,
So
it's not concentration.
yeah, you touch your shield casting light, which should stay in effect for about an hour. I assume it's the standard light cantrip, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Does the force wall seem like a new addition, or like it's supposed to be there?
I mean, it's definitely not supposed to be there. There was a hallway there previously,
Well, it might be
but
like a.
as best I can like make it mimic the walls, how I see the walls, and make it
I
look as
think
close as I possibly.
I think she's
No,
talking about this
talking
thing.
about the force wall.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But that looks like it was put here recently. You wonder if that is how the creature is being trapped here. Maybe that's the trap or seal Xeris was talking about. Because that stairwell does go downstairs.
So it's just wandering around.
Yeah, he seemingly didn't trap it very well.
Oh.
would an
Can I
Arcana
do?
check reveal anything about that little thing?
About the wall?
About this little force wall?
Sure, give me an Arcana check.
Great.
14. You don't think it's a force wall, but it's hard to say what exactly it is. I mean, if it's how the creature is sealed in, then maybe it is some kind of a barrier preventing
Yeah.
undead or
Cool.
creatures or teleportation. You're not sure the exact magics on it, but yeah, you don't think it's a traditional force wall because a lot of things could probably get through a force wall.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Can I
There we go. Go ahead.
can I do a perception check just along the ceiling or just around the room itself?
Sure. Give me
N-
perception.
Not that I'm good at it. Not
Alright.
bad.
So you're kind of walking around taking a look at things. Uh, yeah, the only things of note are probably, like I said, the tapestries, the table. You don't see anything obviously hidden or any like weird markings on the wall or anything out of place.
Okay.
Adelaine, as you're kind of standing there, you would hear a strange noise that sounds familiar. It sounds like some sort of. It sounds like the noises you heard out in the plains when the Night Walker was near. It's coming from somewhere to the south.
I think I hear the night walk in the south.
I draw my shield.
No, we've got to run. There's no way we can fight this.
What is it?
What was it we were fighting when we heard the Nightwalker? Was it just? It was like.
You were fighting those. I think they were like vampiric Shatter Kai shadow dancers.
Should we barricade this door a little bit? I bet we could
Would
push a
it do
soul
it?
tape. Yeah,
Would it
yeah.
do
Would
any
that
good?
matter? I've never seen a night walker before. I
You
mean, except
don't
when I'm
know,
stumbling home from the bar.
but you hear the noise is getting louder. You would all start to hear it now.
You guys
Come, quick, into the next room, quickly.
go first, guys. I'll take up the rear.
Yeah.
If you get next,
Going
if you
north.
get into a, I might be able to hide us.
So should we
If
run into the hallway? Cool. That sounds like it's the plan.
uh,
Close the door.
I
I'm gonna
Yep.
shut the
well, yeah,
door
maybe
in front of me, Lou.
Okay.
move to the south.
Is
Move
there
to
a
the
way I
south.
could like
Oh,
block the
it's
door?
coming from the south, so we should go to the north.
There was
Give me
something up
one
there.
moment to consult my notes about something.
If we get into a tight bunch, I can shade us, but it's only an illusion.
We go north and then do that.
There,
Something's there, so be
Yeah,
careful.
we don't want to be. Yeah, we don't want to be in this intersection.
agreed, but we have to be careful because there's something to the north of us as well.
Whatever it is, it's not as bad as the night walker.
Take your word. And I'll create the wall in this, or yeah, I'll just create like a block so we're shielded from both sides of like what looks to be stone. So it just looks like it blocks off and it's only a T.
All right. So you
And as
close
long
this
as we're
door here.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Actually, can I do a arcane check to see if that beast senses life? 'Cause then this illusion might not be worthwhile.
or true seeing
It would actually
or
be religion to know more about the
Religion.
because the Nightwalker is technically an undead.
You did tell us that it was like a CR 30 or something ridiculous.
what?
Fight this thing. Yeah.
It was
This
really
thing is for hiding from.
Yeah, Lou told us it was super scary, really high level.
Oh, we
and-
did. We did
Yeah, I
hide
think
from it
someone
from,
made
with
a-
invisibility.
I think someone made a check in the early days. I'm
Yeah.
not sure who, but yeah. So you hear the low moans of this thing in the other room. as it seems to. Well, you're not sure what it's doing, but you hear it. Maybe it is interacting with the force field because it seems to make kind of frustrated noises. In a moment,
Uh,
or go ahead.
I use minor illusion just to like if there's any smells of us or anything like that. Minor illusion is like a 1 minute duration. I just want to create like the smell of like dank and just like like whatever it smells like around us. I just want it to like cover us. So we have our illusion for visual. We have a smell cover. It's just like, and he holds one finger up just to like looks around wide eyed. Just now we just have to be
Braz, are
quiet.
you actually where you are on the map?
I guess not.
I always
Um,
just assume that Braz's token is just with us 'cause
there.
he's there.
I guess you could squeeze in behind the illusion with them. You could technically stand in one of these three squares where the wall is up
Yeah,
there,
Yeah.
because I assume you all want to be behind the wall.
Come on in, Braz.
for sure.
So this is one side, and this would be the other. Alright, so a moment later, you would see the door handle turning. And the door is pulled open inward as a giant creature steps into the hallway.
Oh, oh my god.
Big.
It starts moving south. However, a massive necrotic aura starts to flow into here as you notice the miasma on the floor start to intensify in energy, and unfortunately, you are all affected by its
Oh no.
aura.
No.
I need a con save, DC 21.
Oh, and we've got Braz with us.
Fucking hell. I need to get a natural
Woo!
20.
Come on, baby.
Sure.
Yeah.
We've got Braz's what is it? Plus something too.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
plus
impressive.
Oh, yeah.
So Braz is giving you all +3, I think, right?
but it's not going to help anybody.
Um,
Like, it does not help anybody from their rolls. From
Remy
Oh.
holds the illusion. Remy holds the illusion.
Did you make a con save to concentrate on it?
Yeah. Well, did I take any damage? I have
Uh,
advantage on Constitution saving throws.
so, um, what's giving you the advantage?
I took sorcerer first, or no, I'm not advantage. Oh, I am a liar. Uh, I just have proficiency. Good call.
Yeah, so
um,
it's not a lot of damage, but you would feel the aura starting to wither you all. So anyone who failed it would take 11 points of necrotic damage, as
Right.
the shadowy aura is just much more draining now, as this thing is close to you all. It is moving away. It doesn't seem to see you. Luckily, the illusion seems to have fooled it. The question is, can Remy hold this illusion? Does he
And
have
just
a...
as
That it.
remembrance, I did cast aid much earlier, so many of you should have had temporary hit points. I don't think
Yep.
Remy.
Yeah,
Oh,
He
yeah.
shit.
doesn't do temporary HP.
Yeah, it just increases
It
the
does.
hit points.
I meant to say
Yeah,
increase whatever.
extra hit points. Yeah, I
Don't be
gotcha.
pedantic.
Right.
Yep.
So Remy, I need a con save, and if you have inspiration, this might be a really good time to use it.
Baby, I
Would
do.
it
I'm
be
gonna
worthwhile
use
me
that.
casting guidance on him?
You
I
Would
would.
that
You'd have
be
to.
so if
Remy,
I
you
don't.
if
you have a +7, right?
I do.
Okay, you
Yeah.
literally
As
can't
long as I
fail
don't
the
roll a
you
3,
can't
2, or
fail the
1.
check
that's true
because
because you
you
have
have a minimum
+3,
of a 10.
unless you roll an
Oh,
because
right.
there's no natural one,
Right.
so I guess you can't fail it. All
Right.
right, so that
Yeah.
is good.
I'm fine.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
No. Thank you. That helps all of us.
So it comes
I,
down this way and seemingly shrinks, and opens the door, going through it, and closes it behind it. What do you all want to do?
Lou,
You
as I
see
was
her,
passing through this
as
hallway,
it gets farther away, you hear the moaning subside a bit.
Lou, as I was passing through this hallway, did any of the necrotic aura go into this room?
So if the door was open because no one closed it, so yes, you would have seen. It looked like in a 30-foot aura around it, the shadows intensified and became very powerful.
Okay, so it's not a safe spot then. Dang
No,
it.
you don't think so.
Okay.
It seemed like when the door was closed, it was blocking the aura. But as soon as the creature opened the door, the aura flowed into this room, or this area.
Well, I guess we're not going south
No, I
anytime.
think we
Yeah.
should probably go north, maybe.
Yeah.
After you.
So Remy, that's the night walker. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I see.
just in case you were. Yeah.
In case you're
I
wondering.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Thanks.
Can we
That
leave
illusion.
now?
Yes, that illusion saved us. Thank you.
I'm gonna go up to this door and
Uh,
listen again. Do I still hear step?
Yes, you hear footsteps in there again.
I'll
Actually,
nod at the others, or I'll nod at Chomps. It's probably Carl that will open the door, and then I'll back away again.
We
Oops.
can
so
probably
this
handle.
is kind of what it looked like, by the way. In case you
Lovely,
need a
lovely.
picture of it.
Oh, what is it? Like 20 feet tall? 18, 20 feet tall?
Yeah, he's pretty tall. Although it looked like he had shrank a bit to kind of
No, way more than that.
accompany or accommodate the hallways in here, because the hallway in here is only about 15 feet, so he was about at the ceiling, and then you saw him
Jeez.
shrink again to move through the door.
Um, is that does are you enemies with it?
I think everyone's its enemy.
I think
It
everyone.
sees us as food.
Yeah.
Have have you done anything personal to it?
Um,
Exist.
exist,
No,
yeah.
we just saw it
Okay.
from afar, but it's a bit of an agent of chaos.
So it's just business then. You didn't like personally
Remy,
piss
it
it
sees
off.
you as food, and that's all it cares about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say. There's
It
no
had.
talking with it.
It might not even be aware of us necessarily, but if it sees us, we're food. Yeah.
All
So,
right.
It
Just
I
like
didn't
our.
see us before. It we only sensed it from far away.
Yeah, it seems like it's searching around for you, so you wonder if it senses there's life in the area.
I'm going to recast Silent Image just to get that fresh 10-minute duration. And all right. Yeah.
Yeah, we might need more of that.
Anybody
Okay.
want to knock on this door up here, or should I just
Should,
open it, guns
should we have
blazing?
Carl open it while we hide behind in case they
Oh.
open it? They'll just see him.
Oh. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
And then rush them.
And actually, sorry, I should have mentioned before, Adeline, you would also hear the crackling of fire in that room. I forgot to mention that. Sounds like
Seems like it
something,
might be
probably something large, like a bonfire, even.
okay. I won't pass that on.
Cool. Then I guess Carl's gonna open the door.
All right. So Carl grabs the handle and is pushing the door open. Give me one moment here. Excuse me. So The doorway opens inward as the two large doors groan. Inside the room, which is fully lit up, you see a bunch of creepy-looking grayish creatures standing around the fire, just sort of staring into it. As the door opens, they all look south, letting out a hiss. Roll for initiatives.
Excellent.
Okay, just have to make sure I have my token selected, not the torch.
And Carl just goes after me, correct?
Yeah.
Or should I roll his initiative as well?
I think you said it went after you last time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's what I thought.
you give him a command on his
Where's my
turn.
torch?
Actually, I don't think
Oh,
you've
there it is,
seen.
Bob.
So one of these you've seen before. One of the types looks like this. The other one is new to you. It looks like a cape-wearing figure or a cloak-wearing figure with a kind of a strange-looking garbs on it, making it look almost like a Shatter Kai, but a little bit different. And it doesn't have any visible weapons.
Strahd? That quote was Count Von.
It does look kind of vampiric, but it's not. It's not hissing or looking as rabidly at you as the other spawn are. All right, so I got everyone's initiative. There are two of them. The first one to act is the vampires. So it turns towards the creature that opened the door. Looking behind him, it sees Noam Chomsky. Let me just take a look at what he can do. He would say, take them. And he suddenly flies 35 feet through the air and is going to attack Noam Chomsky.
No.
He does a.
Yes.
He has a rapier in one hand, but for some reason he chooses to grab at you with his hand.
No.
Not gnome.
Gnome. That shouldn't have displayed. 21 versus AC, I assume, would hit you.
Yes, it does. My AC 16.
Alright, so he grabs Noam Chomsky, and with his second attack, he pulls him in and attempts to bite him.
Carl. Can Carl deflect attack?
You would have to do that before I rolled, and even if he did, in this point, it was a pretty high roll for both of them.
Yeah.
But he can do it on this one if you want.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds great.
Alright, so Carl's trying to get in the way as he pulls you in to bite you, giving him disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Alright, so 21 becomes a 13, and you would manage to fight him off. But you are grabbed, and Carl used his reaction, so mark Carl is using his reaction. This other one flies 40 feet into the air, then flies 40 feet. I guess it would see the illusionary wall, be a bit confused, but also fly up to Noam Chomsky with its dash, although it is 15 feet in the air and not reachable by normal weaponry right now. So that's it for them, and I'll mark them as having rapiers out.
Oh god, am I the torch?
Yes, you are.
I also.
I thought I had my token select.
Well, if your token doesn't have AC or HP, then it's probably a torch. But
Oh my.
yes,
Yeah, it's
Uslog,
just
what are you
hard
gonna
to
do?
tell. I'm
You're-
going to
You don't
attack
think
the one that's.
they've noticed you yet?
Haha, I get to jump out and scare them. I'm going to rage and charge at them with my stupid non-magical weapon.
Oh.
The one that has got Noam Chomsky. I'm going to drop the torch over here. Okay, I'm going to attack.
All right, so you jump out of the wall, raging, swinging.
Damn.
He moves with incredible speed, just kind of backpedaling a little, dodging the swipe. Anything else?
Again.
Spinning around, you connect with your second hit, doing, looks like 8 points of slashing, as he seems resistant to your non-magical weapon.
I need something. That's it. I'm going to say, let go of the gnome.
Okay. So he says, the Nightwalker hungers for your life force. Braz, what are you gonna do?
15 to go there. 20, 25, 30, and I guess dodge, because that's all I can really do.
Alright, so you move into the room, trying to get the attention of the other enemies. Remy.
Remy is going to say, prepare yourselves. The illusion is about to drop. We should probably get in that room. He's going to reach over to his left and touch Rune. I will burn 1 4th level spell slot and 4 sorcery points
Goddamn.
to twin cast greater invisibility on the two of us.
Okay. So you cast it on who now?
Rune.
Okay, so Rune and Remy have 1 minute of greater invisibility. Go ahead and mark yourself with the 1 minute counters.
Alrighty.
As you fade away from view and the wall goes poof,
Oops.
Remy
Sorry.
dies.
Yeah, right. It was.
Gave all you had.
Oh god.
And then, so yeah, the illusion drops, and then, so this guy right here is in the air, 15 feet in the air.
Yes. He is
So I could go 5.
He's purposely put himself above grab range.
20. Moving through a companion space, is that difficult terrain?
Yeah.
Okay, so 15, so 25, and then I could potentially get to. Oof, I don't want to do that. No, I'm just gonna move 5 feet backwards. And that will be my turn.
Okay. You back up a bit, maintaining your spell. Rune, you are invisible.
Alrighty.
Why do you have 2 counters on you?
Well, the first one was just to count for the turn order, but then, yeah.
It's automatically set to a minute.
Oh,
the
excellent.
counter.
Alright, so, just a question. If I were to cast slow, would I cast out the invisibility?
So from what you know of your Arcana training, greater invisibility will not break unless the person using it loses concentration.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Go.
You can-
Oh, that's
fuck wild.
amazing.
Oh, and
Go wild. Go wild.
The timer actually is on him. It's not on you. So actually, you wouldn't need a
Okay.
timer. That's just him because he's the one who cast it.
Alrighty. I would like to cast slow then on all the enemies. You don't have a 40-foot cube though, so I don't know how big it is.
So 40-foot cube. I assume you want to include these guys. You can get everyone but the last guy in it. So
Alrighty.
you can get all the vampires but one.
I think that's worth it. I'll do that then.
Alright, so from the shadows you chant summoning transmutation magic to slow your enemies. I think they get a wisdom save. So I'll roll for the blood drinkers first. Let's
Be nice if they all failed.
DC 16.
Yep.
Alright. Did they get, so they both, the first two fail. Now, do they get rerolls every turn? I think so, right? There's only a couple
No,
spells
I think
that
your
don't.
stuff was slow, aren't you?
It's at the end. Yeah, it's right at the end of the spell's descriptions, second to last sentence.
Yeah, wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw at the end of
Okay,
each
that's
turn.
what I thought, but I just want to double check. So the two spawns will also attempt to resist. Oh, they both resist. Surprising. So they are
Dang it.
unaffected, but the blood drinkers are affected. So
Alrighty.
that's it for you.
Yeah, I'm going to back up just a little bit into this little doorway here,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn. Thank you, enemy.
The spawn go. So they don't seem to be able to fly, but they rush south, encountering Braz. So the first one comes up and is going to lunge at Braz, trying to claw him. 10 versus AC would definitely miss. And he'll claw a second time. 23, but with disadvantage, that would miss. So this guy runs up, and actually we'll have to double move to get over here, ending his turn. This one will also double move, running up and ending its turn. Adeline, what are you doing?
I will cast Bless on all 5 of us.
Okay.
Using
So you
third
spend
level spell
a
slot.
third level spell and blanket the group with Bless magic.
So we usually use the yellow token guys for Bless.
Those are timers. So you might want to use the like angel wings or something.
Is that new?
Oh, I thought we were just using that because it's also on a timer.
Yeah, I have them both set to timers in case there's like multiple effects going on one person.
I don't know what things are.
So no, like Noam Chomsky, those wings are fine for Bless. Like what Noam Chomsky's using.
Yeah,
So
the
did you say it affects
symbol's on the very bottom.
Did you say it affects 5 or 6 of you?
Aren't there 5 of us?
I thought there were 6 of you. Because there's Rune, Uslog, Braz, Adeline, Chomsky, and Remy.
Oh. Alright, yeah. So then I'll cast it at 4th level.
Okay. So you are all affected by Bless as Adeline begins to concentrate, and that is also a 1-minute timer. You can put that on yourself. Anything else, Adeline?
I'll back up a little bit.
Alright, both of the vampires are looking towards the back of the group now. Gnome, you are grappled, and it looks like several of the vampires are about to try to bite you.
So I need to break this grapple.
That is probably a good thing, if you can. How are you going to try to break the grapple?
Guessing I have to use my dex.
So
Acrobatic.
Yeah, so you can use, as a defender, you can use either acrobatics or athletics to break it, or if you have some other way to get out of a grapple.
And Lou, to be clear, when you said they're looking at the back of the group, it's just me back here because they can't see.
Well, they hear the others because invisibility doesn't mean you're totally unseen. Like there are like sounds and things you're making unless you're using stealth. So they might think that there are other things back there.
If you try and get out of the grapple, they are affected by slow, so they have a -2 to dexterity saving throws, and can't take their reaction. So it might be possible.
So are you trying to use
I'm
acrobatics or
assuming-
athletics to break it?
I'm assuming that would be my action.
Yes. Trying to break a grapple does take your action.
Cool. Then
Or a grab or whatever.
You're blessed too, so you saved me
Yeah.
throw.
Yeah, so I'll use acrobatics to
All right.
try to break this grapple.
So you attempt an acrobatics check, and he is going to counter with.
Gotta do your bless.
Well, bless doesn't affect skill checks.
Oh, that's right.
It's saving.
I think he's going to use Dex because he's pretty dexy. Or no, he can't. He has to use strength. Never mind. He's going to use strength. He's also pretty strong. But he fails, and you manage to slip away. Huh. So your action is used, but the grapple has been broken. Anything
Cool.
else?
And no reactions, right?
No, not with slow.
Disengage is an action, right?
Yes,
Yeah, but they can't reuse their reaction, so you can just move without worry.
Cool. Yeah, then I'm gonna scoot back a few feet. Back here in front of Remy.
Alright, so you back
That's
up a
you,
bit.
Remy. Bump into him.
Yeah, you might bump into someone if you try to go into the square, but yeah, you would probably hear movement, as I said, because they're not stealthing, so you'd probably hear people back here somewhere.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just scoot back to where I'm at, and
what are you telling Carl to do?
you said it was force punch, or what is it? His force power on this guy right here who just grappled me.
Alright, so he does a force attack. Go ahead and roll it. Ooh. Well, no, the vampire would dodge that attack as he swings wildly. Alright.
Cool.
The vampires go. So...
They can only make an action or a bonus action.
Yeah.
And the speed is reduced to half.
Fire.
So he is going to... he saw you casting Adelaine, so he's going to fly 20 feet down to you and attempt to punch you. Very slowly. Actually, he's just going to stab you with the rapier because he feels like trying to grab when he's slow is going to be hard. 15 versus AC, I believe, would miss you as you jump out of the way. This one over here. He is going to... I think he's going to stab at Uslag.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what he's going to do? First of all...
Wait, Brass wouldn't have had a reaction against
No,
him?
because he was up in the air. He was up on the ceiling. He's going to fly over and land here and then attack Uslag because he didn't like being against
If
the
he
wall.
was up on the ceiling and his speed was halved, can he still get to her?
Yeah, because he would have been at about 20 feet because his normal speed was 40.
We don't do no Pythagorean theorem here.
I'm just checking.
I guess.
By the way-
Yeah.
Did Trumpsy get to go?
That is true. Wouldn't he have had to come down?
Yeah, honestly.
He had like 5 feet to go down to get within range to swing, so it wouldn't have been that hard because he was at 15. If he flew up to 10, he
Yeah.
could be swinging at you in midair. Did who get to go?
Chomsky, because he's
I
ready
did.
to.
Yeah, he did.
I had to escape a grapple.
Yep.
That
Oh, sorry. Not your
yeah,
construct.
Carl.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Carl.
Carl. He
Okay.
tried to push back one of
So,
the.
Uslog, you are crit.
All right.
Oh, yay.
All right.
He would stab you with the rapier. Well, not very impressive. A mere 18 points of piercing.
Reduced to
9, because yeah,
9.
if you're raging. And that would be it for the Blood Drinker. Uslog, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hit him right back. 'Cause I didn't like that.
Alright. You swing right back at him. Oh yeah, 23 would connect, cutting him for 15, which halves to 7.
I'll hit him again. Hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
Swinging around, you cut him again for another 5.
Okay.
He
and
looks annoyed, but still pretty healthy.
okay, I think I'm gonna stay there. Yeah. Okay.
Braz, you got a bunch of spawn who are looking to attack you. This one over here is going at Uslog, but hasn't gotten to her yet.
Well,
Oh, and sorry, really quick, I gotta do the Blood Drinker's saves versus your slow.
Please fail again.
The first one fails, but the second one would drop the slow.
Aw.
Aw.
Bummer.
Bummer. So yeah, what are you doing, Braz? Sorry.
I guess just dodge. I really do not have anything right now. And I really don't have the resources to be taking damage right now.
Alright, so you dodge again. Remy.
Remy is going to stealthily with disadvantage, try and move. I believe if I'm invisible, I don't get attacks
No,
of
he
opportunity.
can't. He can't op you if you're invisible.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna try and stealthily move 5 feet away. Would you like me to roll stealth?
So you're using your action to stealth this turn?
No, that's not. Okay. I move 5 feet away.
Alright, so
And
you
then
back up, yeah.
I am going to attack this one, and since I'm invisible, I get advantage, correct?
Yes.
On my spell attacks.
Yes. You get advantage.
So I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Alright, so he does have some cover from your allies, but 27 would definitely hit, blasting him once.
Plus, twice. Right. Correct.
So
10
first,
plus. Hold on, plus 4 points of Genie's Wrath Thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will, because a second shot Eldritch Blast at this level.
So you blast him for 14 as he looks angrily in your direction, but does not see you. Second shot. 22 would strike, even with the cover.
I think I still have Bless, and that his attack rolls also.
Yeah, so 22 would strike.
Plus another 10 points of force damage.
Alright, so he takes another 10, and yeah, he's definitely looking over there now. Anything else?
Is he... Yeah, how is he looking as far as damage? Like, how's he looking? Is he looking bloodied?
He doesn't look wounded yet, so you think he, mechanically speaking, is above half still.
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points and quicken an additional Eldritch Blast.
Alright, so you cast another one as a bonus action. 22 would strike him again for another 11.
And oof.
No, 14 would, or 15 even would fly past him.
Is there any point in me rolling a d4?
Actually, if you get a 4, you might still hit. No, so
Okay.
unfortunately, with the cover, that would strike Adelaine's shoulder, and she doesn't take any damage, but she is hit by the blast. Just kind of,
And then I will move 25 feet to there.
Okay, so you move into that room. Rune, what are you doing? You're still invisible.
I'm going to move up to here, and that should allow me to get all of them. I'm going to cast at 5th level Steel Wind
Okay.
and try to hit all of them. Since I'm invisible, do I get advantage on this?
Yes, if they're attack rolls, you would have advantage.
They are.
Yeah, so you would have advantage.
Sick.
Okay. Here's the first one.
Alright, so who is that against?
Let's just go from the bottom and work our way up.
Alright,
Let's do this one first.
He is struck.
Jeez.
And he, let's see. So he's blasted by a magical force effect, taking 30 points and looking wounded. Go ahead and roll for the second one.
This one?
Yeah.
Aw. Oh, but he has a -2.
You have bless.
Yeah,
I
well,
have blast.
16, actually, is that a melee or a ranged attack?
It's technically melee.
But
so
the
you
spell
want to...
specifies you do go next to each person, smack them
You can
within
hit
range.
up to 5 creatures you can see
Alright.
with.
Well, as a reaction, as you blast...
He's slowed, so
Oh, he can't take reactions. All right,
he
never
can't
mind.
take reactions.
16 would strike him, and he takes 36.
Excellent. This one next.
Okay.
A 22.
He would take 22? I thought it says 20.
22 to hit.
Oh, yeah. He is struck
Yeah.
for 20.
All right. This one right beside Braz.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget bless.
24 would strike, doing 30 to that one. And last one.
This one right up there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that one is crit for 30, 43 and looks wounded.
And then I'm going to move right back down to where I was.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
So the spawn are gonna go. This one here, I'll start with this one. He is going to... Oh, actually, let me check something. Can he do this? Oh, he can. Alright. He hisses and is going to rush along the wall, giving Uslag an Oppie.
Yep. We'll take it.
Oh yeah, 23 would strike, doing another
And
6.
And since I have Sentinel, if I hit with an opportunity attack, its speed is 0.
Alright, so it would
Nice.
stop here, hiss, turn around, and attack you.
I'll take it.
Where it was.
Oh, crit.
I'm not sure. It says
Nice.
the creature speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. So
Yeah,
Stay
it-
where was,
It would
Blue?
stop there.
okay.
Wouldn't have to stay where it was. It wasn't there. It was on the other side.
This is where the Oppie technically happens. When you attack something as it's leaving your square, it stays in that square. It doesn't get to actually move. So you are struck for 12 slashing, which would
Okay.
halve to 6. And I think it's going to swing a second time. Maybe, if Roll20 allows me. Oh, there it goes. Natural 1. Alright, so it ran the gambit. This one is going to leave Braz, giving you an Oppie if you want it.
Sure.
Alright, so you use your reaction to swing at that one. Natural 1 would not strike. Let's see, 5, 10, 25, 30. It rushes down here and attacks the invisible rune.
Alrighty.
Has disadvantage on the first attack. 15 versus AC.
I'm going to cast Shield then.
Alright, so as it
Huh.
goes to slash you, you throw your hand up chanting, and an invisible barrier knocks it back. It yells and strikes at you again, clawing. Well, a crit becomes a natural 1 with a disadvantage, and it would miss.
Nice.
Haha.
This one here is also going to use the wall to climb, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and hop down here, 30. So he is going to go for, or she, or whatever it is going to go for Adelaine. They did not like magic like that hitting them. Adelaine. Huh? Did you?
I said, what magic? All I've done is cast Bless.
Did you just yell? It wasn't me. It was someone else in the back who did that. Oh God!
I learned how to do deception.
I mean, technically it wasn't her, but they didn't see exactly who did it because you were invisible. So they're just like, "Fuck it, kill the casters." One of them kind of saw and heard you there, which is why he followed you when you moved back. But this one, yeah, he didn't really see. So anyway, 17 versus AC.
AC is 17.
All right. So he's going to
I will use my reaction. I will use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs, but it is not using a sorcery point, so I do have to use verbal components.
All right. So you chant, and he kind of hears you over here. But go ahead and spend your reaction.
And
yeah,
spend my reaction, and then I will give the bonus back to Adelaine.
All right, so you give Adelaine advantage on, I think, her next check, right? So mark yourself as using a reaction, and he will re-roll.
Got it.
Claw. Oh, 16. He would miss on that. So he can't really get to where you are, but he's going to attack her anyway a second time. A 19, I think, would strike.
Yep.
And he has grabbed you. Or she.
Okay.
It hisses as she holds you there. Looks like she's getting ready to bite you, but she can't do it just yet. Adelaine. You are grabbed by this vampire.
Alright, you guys.
And you have advantage. You have advantage on your next ability saving or attack throw.
Oh, thank you. But I think that I'm going to cast Channel Divinity. I was trying to hold off so we could do some damage, but we're not really killing these guys. So I'm going to cast Turn Undead, Destroy Undead. So if anything's 1 or lower CR, they will be destroyed, and if not...
None of these are 1 or lower, but they will have to make a wisdom save, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So the spawn... One grabbing you, you raise your holy symbol high up, and it sheds radiant light. The creature recoils a bit, attempting to resist. It actually resisted. It got a 23 and is not turned. This one here hisses as well, attempting to resist. It would not resist, and it is affected. This one here is going to attempt to resist as well. Nope, it would fail, and it hisses and looks like it's trying to flee. Actually, well, I can't put timers on them. Well, I guess I could put another timer on you so I know how long they're fleeing for. Let me do that. This watch will be your turn timer. So this guy here, next to you, this Blood Drinker, he as well will recoil, attempting his wisdom save. He will fail, so he's turned as well. And finally, this one here. Wisdom saves. 14. Nope, he failed as well. So the only one that didn't fail is the one holding you. Everyone else failed, and they are all turned. Gnome. That's it for you, Adeline?
Yep.
Alright, Gnome Chomsky.
I am going to cast Branding Smite
Okay.
on myself.
So you begin concentrating as you hold the power of a branding smite. The next thing
That's
you
my
hit.
bonus.
Yeah.
Cool. And then
So
I guess
next,
I'm gonna go after this fella right here with my short bow or hand crossbow.
Alright, so you pull out your hand crossbow. You do notice that one is being affected by the radiant energies of Adelaine. So it looks like
What
it's
is
currently
that?
scared anyway.
So this one's the one grappling.
Yes, the one next to you.
Cool. And if I attack it with my hand crossbow, that is at disadvantage.
Yeah,
That's next to me.
because it's because you would have a melee threatener next to you. You have two of them actually.
Yeah. Cool. I guess I will do that anyways.
Alright, so you take a shot at disadvantage at the one next to Adeline. No, 8 would not be enough, and the crossbow just kind of flies down the hallway.
Cool. Then I'm gonna tell Carl to try to come down here and help me out.
Alright, so Carl is gonna... Who did you tell him to attack?
Disengage, and is he able to disengage and run down here next to
They're
me and
feared, so
Adeline?
he doesn't have to disengage.
Oh, sweet. Then
Yeah, they're...
it's...
Well, I
let's see.
mean, you can... So, I think it's not actually a fear. It's like they can't... Turn is a very, like, special thing. Like, because I think usually
all
feared...
They do is wrong. Don't take
Yeah,
it
because if they're feared, usually they can still take oppies, but I think these guys
This
can't
guy's
do
still
that.
slowed.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a roll for that.
So
Nah, he's still slowed. All right,
Am I able to move Carl down here?
Like to here?
Let's see, to this spot across from
Yeah, that's
Adeline.
fine. So he would rush down this way.
And since he didn't use his disengage, can he use his horsepower rendering on the person grappling Adeline?
All right, so he takes an attack with the flank, punching at that guy. 19 would definitely strike as he blasts him for how much? $11 points of damage. Nice. The creature would look injured from that attack. Or continue to look injured. The blood drinkers go. So this one is going to hiss and retreat down this hallway. Does anyone want to take oppies on him as he's going?
Sure.
I don't think you can. You have a crossbow in your hand.
Yeah.
So he flies this way past you. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, and then continues to rush down this way, using an item interaction to open the door and running through.
Oh, I don't like that.
And now the door's open.
Wait, and he wasn't slowed?
No, that one was not slowed. This other one is slowed. He is going to move this way. Unfortunately, Uslog doesn't have a reaction.
No. That's okay. I probably
Actually,
would let him.
can you link turn? Well, never mind. I'll just scroll up. I want to check something.
You'd wake them up turning.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would have let him run anyway, so it doesn't matter too much.
Actually, the description was for destroy undead. Do you have the one for turn? I just want to see if can do
Out of sight.
certain things. Yeah. Well, not yeah, it's not exactly out of sight, but I want to see if he can approach Adelaine or if he has to necessarily run in the other direction. Because I know with like Terrified you can't, but I don't know about Turn.
It's just under my regular channel divinity, so it'll be long. It's at the bottom.
Gotcha. Let's start trying to move as far away from the creature as it can. And can't move within a space 30 feet of you.
Actually, it doesn't say. Oh, until it takes damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, it can run past you then. It doesn't have to run in the opposite direction. So it flies this way over you guys, going down the hall. So 35, 40, and
They
then
better not friend.
they're going to get their Dark Master. And he continues going down the hallway this way. So that's it for them. Uslog.
Okay, so I'll look around for any that still seem to be threatening, and I'm guessing I'll see. Is it this one?
So two of them look like they're about to run. This one is still grabbing Adelaine.
Yeah, I will try to to smash that one.
Alright, so you rush
Slash.
up, slashing it with your big sword. Huh.
Big bull sword.
Yes, 19 would strike as you cut into the creature, doing 8 points of slashing, and it's looking like it's fading, but it's still
Okay.
up.
Hopefully this will finish him off. Nope, probably not.
15
Plus,
would strike.
Don't forget
Oh, yeah.
Well, 15 would be enough, and you deal another 5 points of damage. The blood drinkers are the ones that are more armored. These things are more like feral, but it is still alive. So that would end your turn. Braz, what are you doing?
Am I even able to squeeze between these or no?
You wouldn't have to. You could use Chomsky Square, because he's an ally.
Yeah, just like we call Braz, come hit him with the sword with me. The only one with a sword over here.
You have the. Are you the only one with the magical weapon?
No.
No, I'm the only one with a sword over here.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone's
Alright.
magical.
So you swing twice, but apparently you're not doing too good today. So you swing, but yeah, it dodges both attacks.
You would have had. Oh, I was gonna say you would have had advantage, but I don't know what this all is.
Why would you have advantage?
Because I'm raging.
Oh,
And I'm
you're
next-
next to her. All right, so that's only actually one swing, because that would be 2 attacks. But your second one would connect. 23 would strike, doing 12. This is a normal sword, right? Doing 6 points of damage, and the creature is barely hanging on to life. Remy, what are you doing?
And so that was this creature right here that is barely hanging.
Yes.
Remy is going to fire his first Eldritch Blast at that creature.
All right. So you take advantage of the invisibility and double crit.
Ooh,
What does that mean?
little
What does that mean?
That's just a crit. There's no super attacks. Because
I didn't go like I didn't just give a spirit bomb or anything like that.
Kamehameha wave.
a little overzealous
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. Hold on. Oh, Genie's Wrath. So 9 plus 7,
actually,
16 plus 4, 20 points of damage.
Well, you'd roll Genie's Wrath twice because it's a crit. Or wait, is that not a? That's not a dice. Never mind.
No,
that's a bonus.
It's
right?
yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
All right.
It's set to.
Yeah, just the 4. All right, so you blast the creature, and it goes. And your second
Then I will
blast.
turn this.
So I think when you first cast it, you have to choose both your targets right away. You can't like shoot once and shoot again because it's the same spell.
I only planned on shooting one at them. If
right.
that.
So we just have to make
Yeah,
sure.
if
We
going forward, I
specify-
will.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So sure, you blast the second one with the second shot. Because yeah, you would. That's why you can do 2 attacks like on something like a reaction, because they're technically at the same time. 23
Gotcha.
would strike, blasting the one that was gonna run. It takes 9, and is no longer turned. He looks
Oh shit.
angrily over
My
at
bad.
you.
I'm gonna move 10 feet to the north.
Okay. So you're still invisible, Rune. So this one seems to have been shaken out of the turn by that blast, and it's sort of looking around and also kind of looking in your direction, like it might go to swing at you again.
I'm going to back up if I can.
Yeah, you can. It can't op you because it can't
Sorry,
see you.
See right there.
sorry, Rune.
Do you want to do like a stealth check, trying to hide where you went, or are you just going to back up?
I'll. Good question.
You can use your action for that, but that would be your action.
Yeah, I think I'm going to hide.
All right, make a stealth check.
Alright, is this with advantage because I'm invisible, or...?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say I'll give you advantage. That's fine.
9!
Oof. Well,
Oh.
so you kind of trip a little.
The metal on the stone floor is not too stealthy.
Yeah. You kind of stumble a bit as you back up, and it hisses going after you. Anything else?
No, I think that's all I can do, unless I can keep moving a little bit. That was...
Yeah, if you have more movement. Well, actually, no, you were
15.
trying to stealth, so you probably
I was
would've-
trying to stealth.
It was half speed, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
so I'll be right there.
this one is going to rush this way, offering Carl an Oppie, but he would have some cover from the edge there.
I got an Oppie with my short bow.
No, Carl has an
Oh,
Oppie.
Carl.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Rather than using his reaction, we'll do that.
Well, that would use his reaction to do an
Yeah,
Oppie.
yeah, exactly.
All right, so he swings, but unfortunately the wall gets in the way, and the creature continues on. So Carl spent his reaction, and this thing is going to swing wildly at Rune that it can't actually see, luckily. Clawing at nothing. But what's your AC? 14?
14.
So it completely misses with the first one, swinging at a place where you are not. The second one would be a 17 versus AC.
I guess reaction shield.
Alright, so once again, as it comes in to grab
Dang it.
you kind of, and it's knocked away as a shield of force suddenly appears out of seemingly nowhere. This spawn here is going to move along the walls, trying to get away. Braz, do you want to oppie it, or are you going to let it go?
I'm just gonna let it go.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it rushes here, then dashes, trying to get away from the holy light that is radiating from Adelaine's holy symbol. That's it for Rune. And the vampire spawn, Adelaine. So the vampire that was holding you was blasted and fell to the ground. And there's another one running down the hallway.
I see this one heading off toward Rune, but I don't know that Rune is there, right?
No, you just you did see the shield spell cast as something blasted the vampire back. So you have a feeling it's going after the invisible Rune.
Okay, then I will guiding bolt that one. Level. Well, I have advantage, so I guess I'll do it at 3rd level.
What's giving you advantage?
Remy gave me advantage on my next attack.
Oh yeah, that's true. So 28 would strike, dealing 24 radiant damage as it hisses, looking badly wounded from that attack.
Whoever attacks it next will also have advantage. And then Adelaine's going to move out of the way, and she's going to say, the others will be back. And that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Chomsky.
I'm going to run down here.
Okay.
And then using my branded smite bow.
So I thought branded smite had to be used with a melee attack. Or
I
am I crazy?
I think it says.
You want to link it again? Let's see. Oh no, I guess it's weapon attack. Alright. I was incorrect. So you're shooting with your bow using the
We're
branded smite.
at that guy there.
Alright, so go ahead, take a shot. You would have advantage. 20 would strike.
Sweet.
So the bow does half damage, but you can roll for the branding smite. So he takes 3 from the bow, 3
And
piercing.
then 2d6.
I assume your bow isn't magical, right?
Correct.
Or crossbow.
The only. Yeah.
Alright, 2d6 searing radiant damage. 9. Ooh, good hit. He is
Sweet.
incinerated by radiant energy. So at this point, do you all want to chase the vampires, or should we go into normal rounds?
I say we get out of here as quickly as we can.
Yeah, I don't want to go
Those
south.
guys were pretty difficult.
So I'm gonna
They were
end
chasing
initiative.
after.
Is this bonfire? What's going on with this? Is it just like a random fire in the middle of the room or some sort of fire pit?
So it's kind of more of a fire pit, like a huge brazier. I didn't have a good picture of a brazier, but it looks like it's supposed to be there. And it might actually even be magical. And actually, before we do that, why don't we take a short break, like a 5-minute for a stretch and bathroom, and then we'll
Excellent.
come back. So one moment, everyone. I'll be right back.
Hey, great session, everyone. Loving this.
Oh, are we done? Are we calling it here? No, I'm just kidding. Good game,
Oh,
everyone.
hell
Good
no.
game.
Yeah, this has been fun. All right, I'll be back.
Alright, I'm back.
I'll go back.
I'm here. I'm back.
I just have myself on me because I'm eating.
Yeah, I was having a little snack myself.
So how are we gonna get out of here? I think that's the question.
Yeah.
Those stairs in that room, Lou, those were not the stairs we came in on, though, right? We came in.
We came in way up in the
When
north.
you first got here, that's how they brought you up. But yeah, when you came from the 3rd floor, it was northwest of here.
Okay.
So the stairs seem like our way out of here. You guys think we should search the area? I feel
Yeah.
like we ain't got.
Yeah. This room might have some options.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
I
We need to
don't
find our
plan on
things.
leaving. I don't plan on leaving without finding my remaining items.
Yeah. Me neither.
Once-
This sword is crap.
Once we're ready to leave, I suppose we could always message Ceres and see if he could drop the barrier.
Yeah.
Do you have a way to message him?
I do. That's something that my order is taught.
I look at her and I kind of give her like a little bit of a head nod and like respect, but yo girl, I got you. I can do it too.
Is
I'm
this
getting all that. Did you say that out loud, or I'm getting all that from a look?
Gave you the respect.
Oh, from a look. Totally. You can see it all in my face. You can see it in the facial
very
facial
insightful.
structure, the winking. Like, oh yeah, like 30 insight. Are you kidding me?
You cannot lie to her.
Well, I actually successfully did.
You did
one
not
time thus
use
far.
magic on me.
Cheating.
I'm sorry. I
on that shit. You did
still
not
succeeded.
kill
I
me.
still succeeded. I know you hate to admit it. I know you hate to admit it, but I actually did succeed on that roll.
You did use magic to cheat, but I mean, all's fair in love and skill checks, right?
Yeah.
Let's see
Thank you,
how to
DM.
for you when you need a heal. All right then.
Lou.
Hey! You don't know that. You don't know that. Don't let don't let that affect your role playing.
I know that. Adelaide.
Adeline doesn't know it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Did someone call my name?
Yeah. Hey, Lou. On this pillar here, is there any more arcane writing on it?
All right. So, excuse me. We came into the room here.
Yes.
Braz, are you coming in as well? Or are you staying in the hallway?
Probably just gonna stay in the hallway, making sure those things aren't coming back.
All right.
Braz, you should probably come in the room. We can close the door and listen at it because they will be back. The spell that I cast only lasts so long.
Braz, agreed. But if you want, we can simulate the doors as an illusion, and you can stand guard, watching.
Alright. So Braz moves in and you're closing the door, or you're using an illusion to put the door there?
Let's close the door.
How big is the door?
It's pretty big. It's a 15 by... It's like a 15-foot wide door,
That might-
so it's like a double door, basically.
Is there a way for me to lock the door once we're inside of it?
There is a keyhole, but you don't see...
Can Can I use my thieves'
You
tools to
also
lock the door?
you don't see a way out of this room. There's no other doors. It looks like there may be remnants of a door at this cave-in, but
Do the doors
Okay.
swing in or swing out?
they swing in.
Then I will use Stone Shape to create a ridge under the door
Nice.
along the bottom of the door for 5 feet so that it blocks
One,
both doors.
but
Fourth level spell.
one moment.
Yeah.
Before you do that, I don't know if I see another way out of this room, and
I thought there was a door
I
on the other
fear.
Oh.
I fear that might
Trap
barricade
us.
us in.
Yeah, you don't see another door. Like I said, it looks like there may have been a door here at one time, but it's been caved in by something.
Not do that because I know there'll be traps in here. I mean, I could undo it. Cost me another 4th level.
Yeah, that would be a lot of
Can I-
resources just to hold the door for like 5 minutes.
Carl's
However
gonna
long you
hold
stay
the
in
door.
Door.
Alright, so Carl leans against the door, holding it. And Rune, as for the pillar here, you don't see any markings on it like the other one. This one seems clear. Other things you notice, there are more coats of arms. It looks like a different symbol in this room. 2 of them hanging up high up on the wall. There's also a strange demonic-looking statue with a magical flame burning above it. And, of course, the large bonfire that you would guess is not natural, because the wood that is at the bottom of it doesn't seem like it's being consumed.
Can I investigate the demonic thing right there?
Yeah, sure. Give me a Arcana check. So with a 14, you would guess this is some kind of imp-like creature, but you don't know much about the relevance of it. Do you have history?
I do not have history.
Okay. So yeah, you're not sure what its relevance is.
Could I make a check at it? I am proficient in Arcana and History.
Sure, this would be a disadvantage, though.
Disadvantage? Alright, do you want History or Arcana?
Can I
Probably
give
history.
him
History?
1d4?
Sure, as he's or she's going to look at it, you can cast
Is-
guidance on her.
Is blessed? I mean, blessed lasts for 10 minutes. Is blessed still on us as well?
It's 1 minute.
1 minute.
Bless
yeah.
doesn't affect skill checks.
14 total.
Okay. No, you're not sure what the relevance is. Some Shatterkai, Shadowfell thing maybe. Because the imp,
Shadowfell nonsense.
yeah, because the imp does look kind of dark, which usually imps are red, and this one was actually painted black. Which is a little odd.
Remy is gonna follow up with the curiosity. Not that he is in any way trained in Arcana or really that intelligent, but he'd like to look at it and see if there's any sort of writing on it. Just kind of like feel his hands along the base, see if he sees any like etchings of like writing.
So you are using perception to look at it? Or investigation, I guess?
Yeah, neither of them are very good, but basically I'm just trying to see if there's any obvious writing, and yeah, I guess
Alright,
perception.
So you can use perception or investigation. Either would help you here.
They're both. One is slightly better than the other, but they're both bad.
You look it over, but you don't see anything that catches your eye or that you feel on it.
Okay.
Alright,
Well,
so it's
nothing
still,
over there.
It's still quiet outside. You know that by now the turn has worn off. So, for whatever reason, they have not returned yet.
Actually-
Anything we could do with these rocks over here, guys?
Have
This
you
looked
felt the
unusual.
So the rocks look like part of the ceiling caved in as well as part of the wall. You see the remains of a door within the rocks, so you would guess that this was a connecting hallway at one point, or at least this room connected to some kind of passageway.
Can Remy reach out and try and touch the rocks and see if they're actually there?
Yes, they are there. You can feel them. They're solid.
Can I use investigation to see if there are any weak spots in these that could help us get through it quick?
Yeah, you can investigate it if you want.
Lou, I would like to start casting Detect Magic.
Alright, so you start casting a ritual as everyone's doing their thing. You investigate the rocks, but they seem solid. You would guess a pickaxe or some kind of magic would be the best way to get through these.
I'd like to come over and see if I can feel any air coming through there, to try to determine how deep the rocks might go.
Give me a survival check.
I'll give her guidance.
I have guidance. I can go my.
Got a bunch of priests. Or a bunch of
God.
support.
Oh,
Yeah. You don't feel much air. You're not sure exactly.
Wow. I mean, that's a feeling, so my passive perception is 20.
So what exactly are you trying to tell? How deep it is, or how far past the rocks?
If
Right.
there's any breeze coming through it, like if it feels like there's, like I can hear anything on the other side of it, or sense moving through it.
I don't think you would feel a breeze coming through it, and you probably wouldn't hear anything coming through it either. It sounds
And I
quiet,
don't
whatever's
see
over
any
there.
light coming through it from the other side.
No, not through. None of these cracks are actually showing through. Like they're all covered with dust or
Right.
dirt.
What I'm getting at is, would it be worth using stone shape to try to open up, move these rocks out of the way?
I mean, he said that it looked like there was, like, we could see a door frame that it used to previously. So
Yeah, so you would guess that. So with
sounds like
I thought that was just around
The-
it, not through it.
So yeah, I mean, it would be more the survival to see how deep it went. So if someone else wants to make an attempt at that, you might be able to figure out if like the cave-in is more than 5 feet deep, which might be what you're hinting at, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Does anyone else have survival?
Yeah, Uslag would see you hanging out over there.
Can you come over and look in here and see? Does it look like... Let me get out of your way. Does it look like it's very far through?
Let me guide you
Well,
with
thanks.
my words of, yeah.
All right,
You're very
so
encouraging. Thank you.
the gnome pats you on the side, giving you some guidance. So yeah, you would guess that
right?
you would guess that this cave-in is only about 5 feet. So if you did do a stone shape, it could probably get you through. But you have no idea what would be on the other side.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does the air smell like stale coming out of it, or yeah, I guess I would.
So
Really
it
buff.
smells. What would it smell like? This place, for the most part, doesn't have much of a smell.
Shadowfell.
The miasma coming off the floor doesn't really have much of a stench to it, and it seems like anything living is being drained by it. So,
does the miasma seem to be flowing into the rocks?
It does seem to be flowing through the cracks in them. Yes.
I could open it up, but I don't know, obviously, what's on the other side of it.
I mean, it can't be worse than this, can it?
Well, don't go tempting fate.
Before we do, may I just take a look at what's on the tapestry?
So you said you don't have history, right?
Nope, I'm dumb.
It looks like some kind of symbol. You've seen it in other parts of the keep. You would guess it's some kind of maybe a sigil or like a coat of arms, maybe of one of the Shadowkai clans here.
Does anyone else, I don't know what this symbol means? There's two of them in this room, and really not much else. This isn't my forte.
So Rune, you could make a history check with disadvantage because this is more Shadowfell stuff.
Would I be able to? Because I am concentrating on casting a spell.
Yeah, I don't see why that would. I mean, thinking about
Alright.
something isn't gonna necessarily mess up your spell.
16.
So, yeah, you do believe the markings suggest that it's some sort of clan sigil, or maybe like a family or a clan or something like that. It's probably more decorational than anything.
Hey, wait, don't we have that Shadow Fell Druid with us?
She's upstairs. Remember, she
Oh.
was doing that.
Oh, right,
ritual.
she's doing that.
She was trying to make the upstairs safe, is I think what she said.
Right.
Right now she's probably fighting Shadow Wraiths by herself.
Yeah, she might be fighting Shadow Wraiths. But yeah, you might want to get her to look at this. She might know more about that than you.
How far away do you think she is from here?
Well, through this wall, less than 5 feet.
I mean, do you think less than 120 feet?
So you mean, well, she's up the stairs, so you'd have to
Right.
go back to that first room and go up the stairs. But if you're talking about not including walls, then yeah, she's probably less than 120 feet.
Oh no, this is definitely including walls. I was thinking message.
Probably more then.
Okay.
Well, so message goes through walls though, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the
Everyone
target and know it
play.
is beyond the barrier. Yeah, but it's 1 foot of stone.
I'm
Oh,
sending us
yeah.
The spell does.
messaging.
So the wall is more than 1 foot thick, so that probably wouldn't go through the
Yeah.
wall. Alright, so what does the group want to do? It's still quiet. The vampires haven't returned for whatever reason.
I like the idea of digging through this wall or going back to that room with the staircase and figuring out how to get down them stairs.
Well, I don't think we should do that until we're ready to leave this area because we'd probably have to get Ceres to drop his spell. So
Yes.
if that's the case, maybe I'll just move the stone and see what happens. Just be prepared.
What floor are we on again? Are we in the basement?
No.
Second floor, I believe.
So we're on the second floor of a building and there's a
Underground.
stone cave-in.
Looks like it. Like a piece of the wall fell off or something.
Okay, gotcha.
Does it look like it recently fell off, Lou, or like it's been here for a while? Like,
It looks recent. It looks like maybe something recently, and you were feeling tremors earlier, so maybe something had shaken the keep, which caused it to happen.
Sisters, or anything I could do to help you move this rock?
No.
I am a weak little gnome, but I can't pick up rocks. Not just not big ones. They gotta be little tiny rocks. Probably pebbles.
I'm sure you'd be very helpful, Chomsky, but I think I can do it with my magic. I'm not very strong myself, so if you just step to the side a bit, and then I'll move up here and cast a 5-foot opening in the stone.
All right. So you cast it. The rocks shift as you make an opening, but some of the stone above kind of fall a little bit when the support is shifted. It doesn't cave in again, but it looks like you would have to crawl through to get into the other room.
You want me to check it out? I'm tiny.
Or you could, Gnome Chomsky could just walk through. Do you want to go through? I can't get rid of the barrier, so I would just have to put you in that room if you want to walk
That
in.
sound. What do you guys think? You think it's safe for me to walk through? I'll
No,
yell back
no.
if something happens, and you could finish digging holes.
Yeah, I can start clearing away, like widening the.
Well, you can all still move through. Like you just have to
Yeah, we
crawl.
should be able to move through it.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
mean,
think
it
you
would
have
actually be
the
way
part-
more risky to try to clear it because then it might cave in more and close the opening you made. It
would
just
be
is.
like
It's
have it
just kind of
self-
the way it fell down. It's preventing you from seeing well
From
into the
walk.
room, so you're gonna kind of have to like crawl around the curve there to get in. Just so I don't have to change the lighting.
It's
Cool.
a surprise.
Yeah, it's a surprise room.
Have I finished casting Detect Magic?
You probably have about 8 more minutes. I mean, this has only been like a
Alright.
short period. So do you all want to wait for Rune to finish, or is someone crawling in now to see what's in there?
I'll have Carl chill back here with Rune and tell him to like check the room.
I'll chat up Charlie here. Carl.
I'll look over to Rune and I'll use a bonus action and create a mind link with him, and I'll go ahead and I think this is it. Yeah. So we have like unlimited time within a number of miles of each other equal to my charisma modifier, which is so 4 miles. We can speak telepathically. Lasts for a number of minutes equal to your sorcerer level. So it lasts for 8 minutes, and we can speak with each other up to 4 miles. So you can mentally relay any sort of message that you need to connect with the rest of us who are going through here if you get in danger or anything.
That's actually really handy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So
And I
everyone...
just like tell you,
Okay.
yeah.
Gooslug might
I
say
was just gonna say,
like she might want to stay behind. I might stay behind and just keep an eye on the room.
Sounds like a great plan.
I am in contact with him if it makes you feel any differently. I will know if anything happens.
We might not be able to get there in time.
That is
But
true.
I think a few scouts would be a good idea. Go through.
Absolutely. And I'll just like kind of just do like a little flick of the hand and cast silent image again over us, and I'm going to have it be moving along the front, encompassing Noam Chomsky as he moves and takes over the next 5-foot square as just darkness approaching, just like shadows, like darkness. I don't know what's on the other side, but it's going to be a wall of black as he comes through.
All right. Look suspicious, but he will have some cover from that. So Noam Chomsky is crawling through. Is anyone else crawling through with him?
I'm going to touch him and give him guidance before. Then I'm out of the way because I'm not going through.
I'll go behind him.
Thank you,
I am the
Remy.
one. Of course.
Cool.
All right. So you are crawling through with your allies crawling close behind you.
Yeah.
Give me one moment here.
Don't go too far, guys. It was like
I have shield cast on the. I mean, not shield. I have light cast on the front of my shield. Also,
I have
so
dark vision so I can see gnomes underground.
Alright, so you go crawling through, entering into another room that is slightly lit. You would see quite a few things in here as you come crawling through. And the rest of you are following, right?
I think it's just me and Remy.
Yeah, we didn't.
Eventually
Yeah,
we'll follow, but
unless
I want
they
to wait
let.
till they call back and say it's safe.
Alright, so Remy goes through, sees this as well.
not safe. Not safe.
Let's go back. Go back. Go back.
Well, you see a bunch of looks like people laying on the ground, dead, and this one figure off to the side, kind of leaning up. Well, I guess he'd be leaning up against the wall, looking pretty wounded, as if he'd just been in a big fight recently. He looks over towards you, and he.
We are in shadows. We are in shadows.
Well, yeah, but he still sees the shadows. He kind of grimaces as he kind of readies himself, as if he's about to get into more battle. He says, "Who's there?"
You got good talking abilities, right?
Do you say that?
No, I shouldn't.
I will say from the
I should
shadows.
not.
I will say from the shadows. I'm Remy. Who are you?
He says, "Remy, I don't know you. Why are you cloaked in some kind of weird shadowy thing? Are you one of them?"
Because I don't know you. I don't think if I was one of them, I would be having words with you right now.
He says, "You'd be surprised. Several of them have begged me for their lives." He says, "The keep is no longer in their control," as he limps forward. He says, "Do you have something to do with all this madness?"
Madness? By whatever could you mean by madness?
This is the miasma, the night walker, the death. This is not a normal day for this place. Something has occurred.
No. It is not I who controls the miasma. However, I am able to avoid its effects.
Give me a persuasion check. And you would note that this guy does not have an amulet, but the miasma does not seem to be affecting him, which might make you a little bit uneasy.
Right. If I notice that it fails. Oh, fuck. I fucking can't. Never mind.
So he just considers you a moment and he says, "Well, what do you want here? I'm trying to rest. If you have nothing to say, then could you give me the room and leave me alone for a bit?"
Give me the room. Can we hear this conversation through the?
Yeah, because there. I mean, you could hear it.
Does his voice sound familiar at all? Like anyone we know?
I don't think so, actually.
I'm going to use a bonus or not bonus action. I think no, I've already established it. I'm going to speak back to Remy using my mind free action. Just say, "There's a really creepy guy in here, and
To Rune?
Rune,
Okay.
yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
Rune. I'm going to describe the guy because this is my first time seeing him. Maybe he knows who this is. And then saying, I think I'm about to do something very stupid. And then I how we need to establish how wide my where my illusion is right now.
I mean, if it's 15 feet, then it would be these
Cube,
three
yeah.
squares that you're kind of up to Noam Chomsky,
Okay.
and you'd be at the north end of it.
So I'm at the north end of it. Okay.
Yeah, I would say.
Uh, I hold on. That's not what I meant to do. I think I'm gonna. I think it's finally time for me to get my kicks and cast Fireball.
Yes.
So just to let you know, none of those things there are people. They're all dead. So you'd
These are.
only. So
Oh.
okay, maybe I didn't describe that well. It looks like he just murdered all these people.
Oh my god.
That's why he's beat up.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought that they were still like his, I don't know, semi-alive minions.
No, they're all dead. It looks like either he killed them or he found them here, but for whatever reason, he's beat up. So it looks like he may have fought them recently and killed them.
Why do you seem to have a plethora of bodies at your feet. Enemies they may be. What happened here?
He says, I was finally able to escape my bonds thanks to a distraction, and I had to fight them off.
All right, I'm gonna wriggle through
Uh,
the thing.
yeah, I'll drop the shadow as well, or the illusion, and just start walking towards him.
I'm gonna awkwardly say, "Hey, friend."
There are more coming through the hole. We are a party.
Party.
Haven't found any beer, but we're still a party.
All right, so who's crawling through?
Me,
All right,
Adeline.
Party.
Adeline crawls through. Boop.
We could do a cookie party. I do have my cookies back.
Yes.
Yes.
Uslag, are you crawling through?
Um. Not yet. Not yet.
All right, so you're
I
staying
want-
I
here.
feel stupid. I feel like I should have done insight, but I'm also not good at insight, so y'all gotta help.
Can
So
I
he,
use insight to see what
as
this guy
you
is?
all approach, he would say, just stay back a bit and keep your hands where I can see them, as he kind of sighs and leans back up against the wall. You see his wounds look like they're already partially healed, as he's been talking to you.
Adeline will stand up,
Someone-
brush her skirts
Can I
off.
use investigation to try to figure out what he is, who he is?
So hang on, what did you say, Adeline?
I was
Sorry.
just saying, because he seemed to get anxious when she came through, so she's gonna try to look as non-threatening as possible and introduce herself.
He would just nod. He said, well met. And you said your name was Remy? Or did you introduce yourself? I
That
forget.
Yes, I did. I did from the shadows.
Okay, so
It-
he says, you are Remy, and this is, he looks at the gnome. Who is this?
I'm Noam Chomsky, the one and only.
I'm not familiar with you, sir.
It's okay, I'm not that famous yet.
He says, you can call me Butcher. And he just continues to
Oh.
lean against the wall.
Wouldn't I recognize Butcher?
You never met him in this campaign.
We never met him in this campaign.
Nope.
All right,
Oh,
then.
I
That we have
love
not.
this. Oh my god, what?
Never mind then. So Adeline's gonna pull out a holy water flask out of her bag, and she's gonna step forward. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Butcher. It looks as if you've been quite busy here, but I'm a little bit worried things have been coming back undead, and I'm gonna sprinkle some holy water on the one closest to me.
Alright, it kind of sizzles a bit. He says, they are fairly taken care of, but if it makes you feel better. And
Might
you
want
would
to
guess
separate
now,
the
seeing
bodies.
him, sorry, what'd you say?
So we might want to separate their heads from their bodies.
And he says, yeah, do whatever makes you comfortable. Gnome Chomsky, give me,
Yeah.
you said you were trying to figure out what he is.
Yeah. Can I
Uh,
use investigation for that?
That would be a religion check, actually.
Ooh. I'm not proficient in religion.
Alright, so
No,
then
whatever.
you are not sure. But he does seem, you would notice he is not wearing an amulet, and you don't see any obvious protection, so you're not sure why the miasma isn't affecting him.
Why aren't you affected by the miasma?
He says, I have my tricks. No, he just doesn't say
I
anything else.
see.
Well, if you want to try to get out of here with us,
Says, I would like nothing more. But as I was saying, what is going on? I have no idea what caused all this mayhem. And it seems like the once great followers of the Shadowlords have been completely wiped out by whatever this is. Was this your doing?
I'm just a little tiny gnome. I couldn't have done all this.
Do you know what
I
did
was,
do all this?
Our allies
Uh,
have helped to create this. I'm sorry it was an inconvenience to you.
He says, "Oh, no inconvenience to me. I was their prisoner. They had taken me quite some time ago from my home and brought me here." He says, "I've spent a long
It is
time."
true.
Go ahead.
It is true. I will second her account. I came here to collect information on those who had killed the Dark One, and it turns out it was this group.
The Dark One. Wait, you all killed Malik, the Deceiver, the Shadowlord?
Well, killed might be a little bit of a stretch of the point. He was defeated and disappeared, and Rune could probably explain it better than me because she's
He
more
says,
knowledgeable.
"Yes, yes. I know what you meant, but you had defeated him and banished him."
Yes.
He says, "That is an impressive feat. I owe you then, because I was trapped by his power within the city of Issyk, where he was residing. When he died, one of his old spells released me, and I was able to free myself from the bonds, though later his minions found me and took me prisoner once more, which brought me here."
Sorry that happened to you.
He shrugs. He says, "Well, it is what it is. I'm free now, though, and apparently I owe you a debt for helping free me in the first place, if it truly was you and Issyk who slew him."
It is true. There is no benefit for me. I'm not even a part of their group necessarily yet. I came here to gather information. I have gathered mine. I will get my payment. But I will tell you here. I will tell you now. They are the ones who slew him.
He says, "So then," he kind of looks a little skeptical for a moment and says, "Then what is the name your group goes by? If what I heard is true, then the name should match."
We're known as the Foxgloves.
He nods. He says, "Yes, yes. Then you are the ones they were seeking as well. Is that why you came here? And are you the ones that released this darkness upon their fort? Was this all part of some intricate plan you had concocted?"
No, well, um, uh, Braz, perhaps you can explain it since you were sort of how it started.
I don't think Braz is over there with you.
Oh, I see. Like, all right. Well, in that
Yeah,
case,
he's
Raz,
guarding the door where
Raz is
I
still
am.
guarding the door in the other room.
all right. Then I will say,
Raz,
yes.
Raz.
Well, you see, our friend, a lot of our friends were kidnapped by the Shadowkai and brought here, and so we came here to rescue them. It's been a bit of a, we've been flying by the seat of our pants a bit, so we were captured, and two of our friends weren't, and they're the ones who freed the Nightwalker. They're down. Well, they're in a safe place just now with the rest of our friends, but we're trying to find some items that were taken from us and get back to them and hopefully get out of here.
This is the Nightwalker. Is that the large shadowy creature that's been roaming these halls?
It is.
I'm guessing he's no friend of yours if you're fleeing from him.
Oh no, no, he's no friend of ours.
No. He kind of sighs and continues leaning against the wall. He says, "I am a bit tapped, so at least at the moment I don't know how much help I can be, but I do owe you a debt of thanks. So maybe once I'm healed up a bit, feeling a little bit better, I can help you get out of here or whatever it is that you need help with at this point."
So there are no doors in here, or is that a door to the south?
He points at the large southern door. He says, "It might take some work to get that one open, but that is a door. In fact, this was where the Night Walker, if that's what it's called, was residing before. But something lured it away from this area."
It's gone off to the south, but I'm afraid that's probably where we have to go. I'm gonna go back over the entryway here and call to the others.
Yeah, Uslag would crawl through at this point. She's been kind of listening in, but
Safe to come through?
Right.
yeah, don't want to leave
Forgive
her
me.
in there all by herself. But she's got Carl and Braz.
We
So.
found another prisoner, Islak.
Butcher
Oh.
kind of nods to you as he leans up against the wall. So, Rune, you would have finished your detect magic. You would detect there is magic on the fire here, and there is some on the statue here.
What type of magic am I?
And the torch itself is magical. Torch is illusion, bonfire is illusion, statue is abjuration.
Observation.
Interesting.
Oh, it's a seeing stone. Someone's looking at us. Maybe.
Oh,
That would be divination.
yeah.
You are correct. You are
Abjuration
correct.
is more defensive magic.
Shielding. Yeah. Yeah.
But the
Mr.
fire
Butcher.
here is
Uh,
illusion, you say?
Yeah, it's giving off an illusion.
Yeah, that's just light. That'll be illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Butcher, since you came here, you wouldn't happen to have noticed a troll also being their Rapper's a troll, right?
Rotgrub? Yeah, he's a troll. A Rotbro.
A troll or a human with no shirt.
Yeah.
He says, yes, actually, though they aren't here. When I was first captured, they were also prisoners, brought in from Issac, I guess. They're in the Shadowfell, but they were not brought here with me. Our relic had them brought somewhere else.
Were they together?
Yes. There were several people with them, in fact, though I didn't recognize any of them.
I'm gonna look over at Islag. Do you
Probably,
think I
yeah.
could try to message them?
Yeah, if you think they're nearby still?
Well, I can message them without them being nearby.
Oh, yeah. Still don't
Can
understand.
I bring Carl into the room with us?
Yeah, sure. So you call for Carl. Butcher would say, I would be cautious about using your magics. I don't know when the next time is that we can rest in here.
I was gonna say, do you think that this room would be good for resting? I think some of us are.
No. He says the Night Walker will most likely return here at some point. I don't think resting... Well, according to what you said, that creature could be a danger, so I'm not sure we want to rest anywhere around here.
Well, our only chance, or our only
So this is one of his.
take us down where he went. So it might be better to have a rest now.
I worry that this is one of the points that he might return to since he was trapped here. And maybe we might want to get out of his path of return. I definitely could use a rest.
Did you come
But-
through, Rune?
I was gonna touch the fire here, see if it did any damage or hurt.
No, it does feel warm, but you wonder if it's just a powerful illusion. But it doesn't hurt you when you touch it.
Wait.
I wonder if there's a way we could lure it upstairs.
Forgive me, was there ever in your travels or seeing or what have you of this place a storage of magical items that did not belong? Maybe our magical items. We're all missing things.
Well, I know that they have an armory and a laboratory on this level, but I don't know where it is or what's stored there. So maybe it's being stored in one of those.
On this level?
Yes.
Probably south.
Remy's just gonna start moving and crawling.
Do you think it'd be worth trying to make some sort of distraction to try to lure the Nightwalker upstairs so that we could go to the south?
Are you asking anyone in particular?
I'm asking the group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
What kind of things attract the Nightwalker? Life?
Well, I don't mean trap. Well, attract. Yeah, I imagine so. Like something, people screaming or something.
Anything in my
Um,
box for that? But
oh,
I like the
goddamn.
plan.
Can I burn a third level spell real quick to get some spell slots?
You mean sorcery points or?
Yeah, that correct. Just it's a bonus action.
Yeah, that's fine. Braz, what's your perception?
I think it's maybe 14.
Alright, so as you're standing there guarding the door, you would start to hear the low moan of the Nightwalker getting closer.
God damn it.
we should get out of here.
Well, you guys don't hear that.
Oh,
Braz hears that in the other
yeah.
room.
I mean, where would
I'm still a proponent of moving rather than holding up.
Hey, Brass.
Braz is Braz with Rune because Rune and I still
Yes.
share a mental connection.
Yes. I don't know if
Yeah.
Braz said anything yet, though. What's Braz doing in response to this?
Probably coming up to Rune, grabbing her arm and
We gotta go. We gotta go.
putting
We
her
gotta go.
through.
All right. So,
Will Brass be small enough to go through the hole?
give me. Are you sending Rune through first?
Yep.
Give me an acrobatics check as you try to squeeze through here, because you are pretty large.
Are you asking me or Rune?
You.
What?
I assume you're going through, right?
Yeah, after I push Rune through.
All right. So yeah, you push Rune through, and then you start trying to squeeze through, and
like
yes. You manage to get through, and Braz looks very worried as he suddenly comes pushing past everyone into the room. I assume.
Bryn, did you find anything interesting with your spell?
Well, the fire was illusion, and the statue was what was it again? It was
saturation?
atturation magic.
I don't know what those words mean. But
Remy.
Observation?
Actually,
Yes.
at this point, all of you would hear the door back in this room being pushed open. As the
I
wood,
am me.
I'm gonna put my
Sorry.
light out.
yeah.
yeah, you hear, it sounds like the wood is scraping against the floor, and you would hear the low moans of the Nightwalker as he probably just entered the
R-
room over there.
Remy flings his head left and right at the same time. Those like pieces that come from his head that have the bells on the end, but no tingle tangle thing in it. They spin around. He looks at all of them. He does finger motions like this, and then creates. He runs into that 15 by 15 foot space and disappears into it, and waves them behind him. I don't want it to look like anything but empty space. Exactly what it looked like before anything would be in it. It's not a square. It's not a block. It's like it's a, it's what, it's translucent, basically.
Okay. So you would hear the moans coming from that room, and you said you're making trying to make
Yeah.
like a weird translucent looking section that people can just stand in.
Well, yeah. It's exactly like creating like a shadow or creating a wall. Instead, it's creating what was previously there. Like where there was ground and air, it's ground and air. Where there was wall, there was wall. It's just like
All right.
the void of anything.
And that's where you're
So,
doing it, not by butcher.
so a more intelligent thing looking at it would think it looks weird because like looking at it from different angles, it might not exactly match what it's supposed to look like.
All right. A
But
collapse of stone. How about a collapse of
so just
stone?
like another cave in.
Exactly.
All right, so you kind of make rock images appear.
Sure.
And you sort of run inside them. Butcher looks over and says, "What are you doing?"
We're hiding from the night walkers.
And as he says that, you see a dark mist start to flow through the cracks in the rock.
I imagine Braz didn't mean to stay there.
Are
Braz.
these?
Oh, Braz runs up. Okay.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Butcher.
Good luck. We let it right
Is
to
this
you.
a door over here?
Yes, that's the southern door.
Blocked, though.
No, you can open it. It's just a tough.
Said that we would have to work on opening.
Would me?
What he meant was that it was heavy, because it's a big door, not that it's blocked.
Ah, a job for
So,
no.
if you want, you could.
There's our-
Here, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So yeah, it looks like the creature is slowly trying to move through the crack. But yeah, you could try to go through the south door if you wanted, if you're worried about his aura affecting you, or being in here, or being found, or whatever.
We didn't take that much damage from it last time.
Yeah,
I
But
feel
he
like we
was
should run.
passing.
But
he
it
was
might
passing through last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Run where?
Yeah.
It's south. Slog's looking fancy. Like, yeah, I think running maybe.
Do you want to run or do you want to hide?
Can I?
I'm kind of curious how he interacts with what's his fuck.
Butcher.
Butcher's not
And
Butcher
and-
he's just been standing there. For whatever reason, he doesn't look too concerned. All right, so you staying here?
I'm just worried that the thing's gonna stay around in here, and then we're gonna be stuck
Yeah.
in its aura.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. If it stays
Oh,
here,
yeah, because are we getting the impression that this is the room that it was trapped in?
that's what Butcher told
Oh,
you.
that's what
That it
Butcher
was
said,
it was
yeah.
kind of hanging out here at first, then it seemed to move off as if it was looking for something.
Then yeah, we might want to run.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's
door.
still trying to flow through, so it's slowly trying to enter. So you can try to run if you want.
Up her
Stealthily?
torch that she dropped. Yeah.
All right, so you rush to the south door, and I need an athletics check to try to fling it open.
Actually, I am. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'm trying to drop my torch though, because
I'll guidance her as she's walking.
All right. So you
I
rush.
bring the illusion back. I bring the illusion back over us like another cave-in.
Sure. You cast the spell again, putting the illusion on top of you. As Uslag is attempting, she's pulling at the door desperately. So far, it's
Carl.
stuck on something.
Can I give Carl guidance or?
Can I try again with Carl?
Uh,
Oh no.
Sure. So as you're pulling on it, Carl grabs it and just rips it open.
yeah, Carl.
Good job, Carl. The door swings inward, opening up into a large hallway going south.
Raz, are you with us?
Are we getting the butcher to follow us? Should we talk to the butcher at all? I'm not.
He
I don't
says,
talk very well.
He says, it doesn't seem concerned with me, but you might want to leave. Braz, were you going with them? So you rush south into this hallway, and actually this looks familiar as, if you remember when you were first being brought through here, this is where you escaped.
This is where we knocked out a god and turned one into a turtle.
Oh, started.
So you would see the creature starting to form over here as you rush south. Where are you going to?
Can we close the doors?
As fast as we can. Let's try to get past where it was.
Alright, so you grab the doors, closing them behind you.
Does the smoke stop at the doors?
No, the smoke isn't hampered by any of these areas. So you're rushing south down the hallway. I assume you're just running. You're not trying to hide at this point. So you're making some noise. Alright, so go ahead and move south.
Yeah, I dropped my torch over there. So.
I'll cast light as once we get down this far. Again, because I had dropped mine.
All right, you touch your shield and put a light spell on it, lighting up half the area. So it would be 10-10 instead of 20-20 because of the effects of the Shadowfell.
I do the same with light on my shield.
Okay. So as you get to about the corner there, you would hear the doorway opening behind you. Little moans coming down towards you.
Stealthy anymore.
Yeah, I assume you're just running through the hall at this point.
I don't think Web would do anything.
I use my my silent image and I put a wall up right there, and then I continue running.
Okay. So you quickly spin around and cast a wall in this area here. So yeah, you come to a turn that goes in several different directions. And actually, before it looks like the north turn leads to a doorway that's closed. You also see it goes south, and it goes. You can continue west and turn south over here. 3 different ways to go.
Just pick one who's you're up front.
This is where we fought that assassin guy. I kind of like this way because it seems to be going further away from this thing.
The other way we have not been down yet.
Oh, have we've been this way before?
I don't know.
Partially.
Not very far.
You look down that hallway, but you haven't gone very far that way. So you would hear the moans getting closer as you kind of stop here and debate which way you're going.
Let's go.
No, we're not debating. They're not debating. We're just following Uslag, so wherever she's going.
So Uslag, they're following you. Get out of here.
Like everyone's behind me, right?
All right. Yeah. So for whatever reason, at this point, as you're getting farther away, the moans of the creature are dying off as if something has held its advance.
Oh my goodness, the illusionary wall actually worked.
Zerish.
I feel like that thing's got to be smarter than that, but maybe.
Apparently not.
I'm not gonna. Apparently. Yeah, I'm not gonna question it. Just
well, this is the. I mean, it's fallen for the illusion twice now, so it might not be that smart.
I got a decent spell DC.
Nice.
It's a decent.
But you imagine it won't keep it at bay forever. Alright, so yeah, you see that this hallway ends in a door at the very end.
I'm not necessarily having the most success of opening doors. Seems like past few times I've opened doors, we've gotten ourselves in some trouble.
Right, well, I think we've lost the thing for now.
Yeah, at least for now you don't hear the moans anymore.
So we can kind of take things a little bit more calmly here. So.
Hey, Blue.
Yeah.
Too long?
When we got all our regular stuff, did I get my transmuter stone during that time period?
Yeah, that may. I mean, that wasn't actually magic. Well, that was magical, though, huh?
Yeah.
No, that probably wouldn't have been there if it was magical.
Dang it. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It would have given me dark vision.
All right. So are you opening the door, Mr. Chomsky?
I'm gonna try my best.
All right. So you push the door, which actually is not locked, and it opens into a small room that looks like some kind of training area. There are targets and dummies within this room.
I relay that to the rest of the group.
Okay, so if you're feeling like we need to get some energy out,
Uslag, you want to punch a few dummies?
yeah.
No. Even Uslug's like, I've had enough punching for the day.
Oh wow, your slug's tired.
Wow. This has been
Haven't
taking a
let
Re-
you
toll on
do
you.
that.
I've been punching shadows. Well, no.
We should go back quickly before the beast comes.
Yeah.
Remy's gonna quirk it.
Well,
Remy.
Adeline. Sorry, what you? Go ahead, Remy. What are you saying?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead for Adeline.
So Adeline, when you got here, if you took a quick look around the room, you might notice something odd about the wall here.
I noticed something odd about this wall. What is it?
So you take a look, and the stone patterns are a little strange. Investigation might tell you more.
No. Chomsky,
Can I guide her? But I do have pretty good investigation if you'd like me to check it out.
Chomsky, can you come and look at this? Could be magical, it could be mechanical, I'm not sure.
Would I still have my detect magic up?
Yes, actually, you would. But you don't see anything magical coming off the wall here. So, Gnome Chomsky, you investigate it, taking a closer look, and you find what looks like a small panel that can slide sideways.
I'm gonna open that little panel up.
Alright, so as you
And I'm
open
gonna
it,
yell, "Hey guys, there's a little panel over here."
Rune, you would now see there is a magical signature coming from the wall behind the panel, which was being hidden before.
Dude, I could sense it. I could sense it.
You see there is a strange looking, looks like some kind of arcane symbol on the wall there, and what looks like a handprint inside of it.
That is magical in there. What type of magic?
It is. I don't know. Hang on, I'll look it up.
More work here.
It is. What is this? This is conjuration.
Conjuration. Alright.
So looking closely at it, the symbol has a bunch of strange points on it. Currently, one of them is lit up. And there are, let me check this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And it looks like one of them is lit up right now on the symbol.
Oh! Is that probably the pillars? Because we only saw one pillar kind of lit up with magical runes.
You were not sure.
I'm gonna reach over and put my hand on it, and
Alright.
cast.
So on the handprint, you're gonna touch it.
Oh, there's a handprint. I thought it was
Oh.
a tentacle.
So there is a pentacle, but inside the pentacle is a handprint. Sorry,
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought I made that clear.
Touch it.
Oh,
Can do that. That's all ruined.
Should I put an arcane check on there, or can I use it?
Yeah. I mean, well,
Or did
actually,
we already get
I'm
all
not
the
sure.
information?
I'm not sure how much Arcana would tell you about this thing just looking
Cool.
at it. But yeah, it seems to be. You would guess this is some kind of weird magical, maybe a puzzle or something. But yeah, there are 6 different points on the symbol. One of them is lit up, and in the center of the symbol is a handprint, like an indentation where you can put your hand.
Bryn, do you
Wow.
think this is one of those stations like the ones that you saw in Arcadian Labs? You know, where you were talking to that thing.
Oh, I don't think it's similar like that. I think it's more of something to activate.
Didn't it have
Either.
a handprint as well?
Did it? Oh God.
Braz, you hear the moaning starting up again.
Put your hand on it.
All right.
Give it a whirl.
I'm gonna put my hand on it.
Alright, so as
Remy-
Rune touches his hand...
Remy. Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
What were you
I
saying,
would just
Remy?
say Remy Remy pops his head out the door and creates the image one more time, the end of a hallway, and then pops back in.
All right. So there is a wall there now. But as you touch it, Rune, you would see Rune vanish.
No.
I'm gonna immediately touch
Shit.
it.
Where'd Rune go?
All right. Adelaine walks up to the rune, touches it, and vanishes. Her torch probably vanishing with her, actually.
Alright. Raz, looks like we're all going in. Magical portal. I'll touch the thing too.
All right.
One in, close it.
Remy touches.
Alright, so you seem to appear in a new spot, which looks like it is a tannery of some sort, a leatherworking place. Gnome and Carl, you're going through?
Please.
Alright. What about Braz?
I guess he's just following.
So you're coming down the hallway and seeing the group is all gone?
I called down to him. I was like, Raz, we're.
Oh yeah, I guess if Uslag had told you, you'd probably note that there is some kind of handprint up here. Maybe that's what she was talking about.
There might also be a wall in between them.
No, that was at the end of the hallway. That was he was on the inside.
Oh,
of that.
okay.
So is Braz touching that as well?
Yep.
All right, so he walks up and he goes appearing in here as well. Yeah, this looks like some kind of tannery shop, or maybe a place where leather is worked. As you see a couple of pelts that were left on the tables there. You see there are several armor. What are they called? Like armor stands that have leather and studded leather on them. Rune, you would see that one of them here is magical, a set of studded leather.
Oh, the one beside me is magical.
And Adelaine, you might
Very
notice the wall here has another one of those strange looking sections, like the one you
There's
saw in the other room.
Another section over there. Perhaps it would take us back into that other room or something, but let's not do that.
I'm glad touching a random magical item has helped us.
Yes. Thank you, Ruin.
It's like, you know what? Let's do it.
The Nightwalker doesn't seem very smart, but he might accidentally touch it as well, so we left it out there.
Does anyone else want the studded leather?
It's all you if you want it,
I would like it very much.
or
Alright.
anybody else.
So the studded leather is very cool looking. It has like a dark hue to it, as if it was colored, and might even be masterworked because it looks like the craftsmanship is very impressive. Do you have leather working?
I took moderately armored.
Well, I mean the like leather working tools.
Oh no, I apologize. No.
Okay. So it looks really nice. You can't tell much about it other than that. But
It wasn't magic, though, right?
yeah, it was magic. The
It was
armor on this stand did look magical, according to Rune.
I did call that out. I was like, "Ooh, it's very shiny."
Yeah,
Magical.
that's why. That's why I was like, I mean,
If you don't mind.
well, is okay. Well, yeah, it's up for because I'm wearing like medium right now. So
I think you're
Yeah.
the only leather wearer.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sorry.
wear armor, so good.
Yeah, I think Uslug wears medium.
No, I wear nothing. I wear.
Or you just wear skins or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, this might be a good
Barbarian.
place to call it before we get into the armor and what it does and try to figure out what to do here since we are at 8:30. So do we want to do quick MVP votes?
Good.
Seems like a good place to rest, maybe.
Ha,
Hopefully.
It feels
do we
safe.
do that in Discord or do we do that in?
In
Or-
Roll20,
Yeah, so
Yeah, /W space jam.
like this.
like that.
Gotcha.
All right, I got
Are you
5
taking votes from
votes
the stream too?
from the stream. Yeah, if the stream wants to throw out some votes, I'll take them. I don't usually get stream people. I think are usually listening and not chatting. But if anyone on the stream wants to give me a vote, I'm happy to take
I'm
it.
one of the people on the stream.
Yeah. So
I don't, you should probably not make a habit of that, just because there's stuff that Lou shows the stream that we will.
Oh no,
I
I,
just
I changed that. The stream does not have
Yeah.
any extra
I don't
info
look
now.
at it. I just set it up to try to.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's really
He has
true.
basically
signal.
a secondary camera which only shows what the players see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some players
So.
might be separated from other players.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I guess you could get a slight advantage because you could see through other people's spots, but I mean, yeah, I mean,
I
just
promise I don't look at
yeah,
it. I just do it for the boosting the stream.
yeah, which I appreciate, so that's fine as long as you're not trying to get some kind of benefit from it. So Remy with 3 votes, you are MVP. Congrats.
Congrats.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take some notes, but hopefully everyone enjoyed the game,
Oh yeah.
That was a blast.
and
It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
we can.
Little tense
I
feeling
feel like we're
out
gonna
there.
have to just deal with that thing and just be done with it.
We gotta
At
rest.
some point.
At
We
some
are-
point, we need to get our magical items back, though.
Yeah, I
Uh,
Yeah.
What, you don't want to
This thing's awful.
fight it with non-magical weaponry?
No.
That thing.
It's already tough enough.
I would like to have some more,
I would like our weapons and then to run away very quickly from this place.
Who brought us here?
Agreed.
Actually, when we get our weapons, we'd have. Well, actually, does Quinn still have the sword that opened the? Quinn.
Her character would still have it, yes.
So it has my clan too. So
Yeah, she also has Uslog's clan, so that's kind of important as well.
Yeah, I meant with them.
yeah, it's just like we'll meet up with Quince, I'm sure. We'll hopefully.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Oh god. Oh god. All right.
All right. Good night, you guys.
All right,
Alright, guys.
Have a good weekend. Take
Later.
care.
You as well.
Bye.
That was so much fun. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of all this.
Glad you're enjoying it.
I am. Just wanted to say that. Have a good night, man.
All right, have a good night. and hope everyone had fun watching on the stream. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.